It was not number one.
What was number
I
one?
proved everybody wrong. Black Phone 2, the grabber, decided to say, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna be number one again.
What it beat?
You know what it beat. You know what it fucking beat. You know what it beat.
K-pop Demon Hunters?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, just for this, everybody. Just for this, everybody. I have an announcement to make.
He has lost his mind.
I'm taking 2 weeks off of this show because a buddy of mine's coming down here. But then when I return for the Thanksgiving episode, well, the Tuesday before, we are going to be. There's a course correction, and I have two other witnesses here to clarify. But we have on the 25th. The Thanksgiving edition of the Popcorn Panel Podcast. Also,
which
my
I have
birthday.
something that I'm also going to. I'm gonna talk about what I have planned for it after, but finish first.
But we are going to be reviewing a magnum opus by one of the greatest filmmakers of the modern day, Ari Aster. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will be reviewing Beau is Afraid. 2 weeks time.
Didn't you give that a fucking 0, Soren?
Didn't
you give that a fucking 0?
I gave it a 4 out of 10.
Oh, that's still bad, bro. It's still bad. Okay.
Well, Soren gets a pass.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, Hunter.
Wait,
Thank
Soren,
you. Thank you.
Did you like?
I will accept any birthday messages at this time. Thank you very much in advance.
Soren, did you see Eddington yet?
He gave it a 0.
You gave it a
0?
1
out of 10.
Oh wow!
It would have been my worst if it weren't for Twit, the twats.
Twitter X.
No, the Netflix movie.
Oh,
what the fuck is that? But again,
Okay,
I don't watch Netflix.
It was the steaming pile of cow dung, figuratively speaking.
You liked Hereditary and Midsommar, correct, Soren?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 out of 2 ain't bad. I'll at least you ain't.
You know why I'm treating? You know why I'm not ranting about this, folks. Me not ranting about Beau is Afraid. You want to know why? I want to get this fucking over with. So Shane could shut up about it. I want to get this over with.
And then we can discuss Midsommar next year.
I would rather pull the Band-Aid out right now. This will.
My birthday is going to be a celebration of Ari Aster every year.
Fuck off.
But so, Victor, before we get into anything, I had something special for you.
Oh,
and
boy.
it is something that you're going to like.
Good.
It is something. It is where we are going to sing. What do you call it? Golden.
No.
We're not.
Number one. I'm gonna play this fucking clip. I had to edit the shit out of this last night. I'm playing.
We're gonna sing you happy birthday. My woman.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Right to take. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah, that took me a. That took me a long time to edit. But yes, I hope you like that.
We're gonna sing you happy birthday, or more importantly, my woman is gonna sing you happy birthday right now. And if you try to mute her or do anything, I will rant on you. So, baby. Well,
holy shit, they're doing a new mommy? They're doing a new mommy?
Yeah.
Are they doing a new mommy?
Yeah, they are. Radio Silences.
Oh my god.
It's Radio Silence.
Hey, everybody! She's singing "Happy Birthday" to Victor.
That means it's gonna be good as long as Steven Summers is not around to do it. I'm very happy.
Mummy 4, can't wait to see it.
No, it's the Mummy 3. We don't. Tuna the Dragon Emperor.
Oh yeah,
that shit in the trash.
I told you about that, right?
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing Radio Silence needs to.
Go ahead.
Why are you? When am I muted? I didn't even talk about that. I'm talking
because
about
we're singing the song.
Oh no! No.
Oh yes, that's right. Come here. No, I need a mic.
Oh, good. That's a good thing. All
right,
thing.
I'm singing you happy birthday,
No offense,
Victor.
Maria Bella. You're a good actress, but why the fuck did they did that to you? I don't understand that. Not one bit.
Oh, okay.
So you know what? I'm happy too. I'm actually excited. Hopefully it's better than The Mummy Returns. I'll take it if it's better than Mummy Returns. And again, I don't hate Mummy Returns, but oh god, he's gonna say it. No, I can't allow him to say that fucking sing over that fucking no, we're not singing that song. We're not singing that. We're not singing that.
We're gonna have a
not
cover.
Singing that. No.
Forever.
No. The script is done. What took them so long to announce it then?
Well, you gotta say though, it's like hopefully the script is golden. We're going up.
No. I'm gonna play the fucking clip one more time. If you deal with it, no, I can't deal with this.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! All right to take. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Thank you, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Rest in peace, because that. Guys, it didn't even open at number 1. I'm happy about that. Why are you trying to torture me anyway? It wouldn't make sense if it was if
KPop Demon Hunters didn't open up to number 1 this week.
It did not. Black Phone 2 did better.
Yes. A brand new movie did better than a second re-release of a movie.
No, Black Phone 2's been out for a couple of weeks, at least 3 weeks now.
Like K-pop Demon Hunters had its moment. It's okay. My woman took her.
No, I don't give a fuck. I hope this shit kills it for. Okay, it's just. Hey, Victor, I don't give a shit about the Oscars. Remember, Anora won Best Picture. I can give less than 2 shits about them.
Hey, sweetie, did you hear that K-pop Demon Hunters is a front runner for Best Anime Feature? Like in terms of people who want it to win.
Who gives a fuck? Who cares about the Oscars? That's what I don't get.
We talk about film. You got to give a fuck about the Oscars.
I'm not even ranting right now about this. Notice how I'm trying to stay calm, and I'm kind of doing a pretty good job.
I heard Golden is going to win for Best Original Song.
Just wait until Cynthia's song for Wicked for Good comes out.
Baby,
thank you.
Dr. B?
Thank you. I bet you that's gonna get that, and then she's gonna get EGOT after that. She's gonna get EGOT.
Well, Victor's gonna be ranting on my thoughts of Knocked Up later, but that's another story.
You're right, number 1. I didn't even know the fucking the Colleen Woo movie wasn't that was not number 1 last week. It was Chainsaw Man. That was the number 1 movie last week. Regretting You was number 2 though, so you were close. But then again, it is a number 2. So what did I tell you? Did you send that to me privately? I'm gonna have to take a look later. Oh, let's start out. Okay, you know what? No. Okay. We have to start out because first of all, you didn't even have to send me. I subscribed to the Paramount YouTube channel, so I knew this was happening. We have to talk about this right away. No, not that.
Oh, we're going to Scream.
I am happy about the Mummy thing. It sounds good.
Hey, you know what would be great though, Victor, if the band live actually did a re-recording of that song for the next Mummy movie.
Jesus, I'd rather them use the fucking Jerry Goldsmith music they used in the first one.
Well, use that too, but use Forever too. But you know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Scream 7. I was giddy like a fucking schoolgirl watching that trailer.
Did you get a big old stiffy?
I almost did.
Oh, baby. Victor got hard for watching the Scream 7 trailer.
Like literally, right after I watched it, I emailed Jared my thoughts on it.
You emailed him and me.
Oh yeah, I emailed you too. That's right, I did email. I was just like,
were you doing that while whacking off?
In fact,
no, that was after I had.
Oh, sweetie, he whacked off.
I was at work and I ended up taking a restroom break to watch it.
Like literally, this is my event. This is like my most anticipated movie of 2026, aside from one, which maybe I might mention in a moment.
Supergirl?
Well, that's like my number 3 or my number 4. I was thinking about Godzilla -0, but you know.
yeah, that got announced.
Love the title because I thought it was going to be -0, and guess what? I was right. But look, Scream 7. I knew Kevin Williamson could do it, and I have strong feelings that he will pull this off, man. This is the first movie he's directing in 25 fucking years, and it's just like that looks like the scene in the panic room, the scene in the fucking panic room in that trailer, dude. You know, when they're going to the fucking panic room with Ghostface playing the fucking even the fucking opening of the trailer, which I'm gonna assume is the opening scene where they're back at Stu's house and the couple, he's being like a fucking action star because he literally gets flipped over and then he's still.
I love him laying down and just having the knife up as as it falls on him.
That looks amazing. That looks fucking amazing. And I feel like the voice at the end of that trailer, I said this to Jared, I think that's Stu.
I think it is too.
Yeah, same.
I'd be interested to know, in what capacity some of these returning actors and stuff.
I think a lot of them are going to be in the fucking dream sequence.
Yeah.
Maybe not Stu, but everybody else, yeah, I think they're going to be in a fucking dream sequence because there's no fucking way Billy is alive, because that'll really mess up everything that 5 and 6 stood for, especially because they don't have Melissa Pereira. It's going to mess everything up. So I'd rather just them do a dream sequence for now. That's the question. Imagine if Stu, a lot of people want Stu to be alive. So, you know.
The Apparition, I heard that was a terrible movie.
I've seen it. It's been a couple of years. I've seen it. It is a terrible movie. The only thing that I think, I don't know if this even saves it, but Ashley Greene, half the time in the movie she's walking around in her underwear for some reason. I was like, okay, I guess it's something to look at, but the rest of the movie sucks. And Draco Malfoy is horrible in that movie. And Sebastian Stan. I forgot he was in that movie. Oh, dude, it's just it looks, and also fucking Sydney's daughter being named Tatum. That's a nice touch, man. That's a nice touch. That is. The only person I didn't even see in the trailer, where the fuck was Joel McHale? He's in this movie. He's apparently playing Sydney's boyfriend, Nick. It's not Kincaid. But imagine if they fucking twisted that around and it's actually Kincaid and some other bullshit guy named Nick. It looks great. Do you have any, if any of you've seen this, do you have any other thoughts? Because I whenever I talk about Scream, I always my brain always explodes and I have a hard time thinking about things. But
I liked it. I like the scene when the chick's falling and then Ghostface turns around with a knife pointed up.
As I talked about, yeah.
It's a Scream movie, you know. I don't really nothing out of the ordinary, you know, which I've said. Screams 1, 4, 5, and 6 are the only. So their track record right now, 6 films is 4-2, in my opinion. So, you know, I can't really complain on that.
They're 5-1. They're 5-1 for me. But yeah, I think. Another scene. They fucking burned Stu's house down. They burned the fucking house down.
I don't remember that.
No,
I need to rewatch this trailer again. I only ended up watching
ground. They burned that shit to the fucking ground. That's how I know. I have a feeling it is Stu because he burned his whole house down on fucking fire. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. It's just, oh, man. That looks awesome. Now I got that out of my system. Now I got that out of my system.
Yay.
Let's actually go over the box office now because it's actually, I already kind of said what was number 1, but I might as well go over it quickly anyway. Number 1 is The Black Phone 2. It made $8.3 million. I think since it came out on digital, $61 million total. That's actually not that bad. Number 2 was Regretting You, which was also number 2 last week with 42% drop off, made $7.8 million. Number 3, Chainsaw Man, $6 million, and number 4. Only $5.3 million.
It's not even that perfect of a movie.
It's over. Number 5, which went into wide release this week, Begonia, $5 million. With Yorgos movies, it's difficult because I don't think he makes movies that are that commercial. Apparently, this is his most accessible. Apparently, this is his most accessible movie. But then I heard other people talk about it. I was like, that doesn't sound accessible to me. Number 6 was actually a re-release of Back to the Future, made $4 million. I'm not sure why they decided to put it out now when I think it celebrated its 40th anniversary, I believe, in June. And
wait, how much did Springsteen Delivery from Nowhere make overall? I know it made
so
16 million
far,
domestically.
16 million domestically, 3 million. It's just a bust. This movie is a fucking bust. And I didn't think it was going to be a bust, but it's a bust. And I think it's because the kids don't know who Bruce Springsteen is. I think that's the reason why.
Well, you know the thing, though, Victor. K-pop Demon Hunters made more than that.
I don't give a fucking shit. It's not number 1. I don't fucking care. I count my victories when I can get them. Number 8, Tron Ares made $3 million. Yeah, guess what? K-pop Demon Hunters made less money than Tron did overall, and it still bombed. Number 9 is a movie called Stitch Head.
That's an animated film. I'm not too familiar with it. I think Jose has
Stitch?
seen it. No. I think Jose has seen it. Jose.
Number 10 is Good Fortune. Made only $1 million out of total 14. Fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah, it's just so great. I was happy to see. Oh yes, I was seeing like some of the reviews. I didn't see the score for it yet, but apparently the reviews are good. Predator movie, that's great. Yay! No! I'm not gonna allow. You know what? I'm gonna play another clip that I made last night that I put in conjunction with everything, and it's gonna involve the movie Are We There Yet? But I edited a scene because I wanted to fucking roast somebody. Well, you know, I wanted to roast everybody because I'm sick and tired of this shit, and this is the burial. This is the burial. I'm gonna play the clip.
Another movie.
Whoa. Nah. One thing you gotta know up in here, that we keep it real. You can believe that.
What is that?
50 Cent.
Well, I'm about it just to shut up. Do you have any Justin Timberlake or Clay Aiken?
Oh, the bee!
That is the last time I will be beefing with Sabrina Carpenter. It's no more. I'm done with. I have no problem with her now. It's all good. I just wanted to get that out of my system one last time. I'm okay. And by the way,
please, right.
The only person I have beef with that involved her is fucking Corey Cunningham, the character. I don't have beef with Rowan Campbell. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I don't like Corey Cunningham.
Oh yeah, Corey Cunningham, the man. Justice for Corey. Because I like Corey Cunningham.
17. Listen, I played Golden twice on this show already, so it's like I'm already expecting. Are you just singing that song? Wait a minute, Vape. Oh my God. No. Oh, guess what? Bomb. Speaking of which, hey.
Oh yeah.
Probably gonna kick. Elle Fanning's gonna kick Sydney Sweeney's ass this weekend, so I can't wait for that because there's no fucking promotion. I've seen not one trailer, not one TV spot, not one poster. It's a bomb factory.
It probably will.
This
Be.
is.
I'm not gonna sit here and deny it.
And then when Avatar comes out, boom, motherfucker, it's finished. Unless you okay, I do not want to watch a fucking Zachary Levi movie anymore. Not after the Unbreakable Boy or whatever the fuck that movie's called.
Oh God, that.
I should probably review it because speaking of that, I'm an autistic person. I just want to see how offensive that movie is. I want to see. But yeah, by the way, I don't know if you saw that from my clip, but yeah, I listened to Olivia Rodrigo for the first time the other day. She has some good songs, everybody. It sounds like I'm like coming out of the closet and saying I'm gay, but I'm not gay, but
I like
you are
Olivia
Victor, I
Rodrigo.
support you. It's okay.
I like her too. I like her too.
Let's see. There's this guy I watch and everything, and he was like, let's see. He was talking about he's like, yeah. So you know that. You know the music video for Teenage Dirtbag and how the guy finally finds out
Gets
that
the girl
the girl likes the same
music
stuff he likes, and he's
it's
like,
from the movie
that's
Loser.
like me and her. That's like me and Olivia Rodrigo. She likes the songs I like, or the type of music.
Yeah, exactly.
90s.
I think even though she's considered quote unquote pop, really that first record, which is the only one I've listened to, the first album, I haven't listened to the second one yet. That is a rock record. I don't know why it's classified as pop, but that's a rock record.
Yeah.
That first song, it's a fucking rock song. Hello.
I really like her second song. The one song I don't care for the vampire song at all.
Again, I
But
don't know. I haven't listened to the second record yet, boy. I have not listened to that yet. But the first album, I'll say that. And she makes better songs about breakups than Taylor Swift does. Sorry, not fucking sorry, okay? Okay, it's funny because Taylor Swift fucking sued her ass because she wants to quote unquote protect her music. Fuck you, Taylor Swift. She does better fucking. Maybe if I'm a sadistic joke, maybe I will. Maybe I will review the fucking concert movie on Netflix. As long as I don't have to do the fucking Sabrina Carpenter Christmas. Again, no offense. I just don't want to watch fucking Christmas specials. Except if it's Charlie Brown. That's the only one I will accept. And Frosty Snowman and Frosty Returns. Yeah, I like Frosty Returns. Shoot me. Nobody does, but I like Frosty Returns.
Frosty Returns.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. I'm starting to get into quote unquote pop music. Maybe Sabrina, I'll listen to it someday, but not right now. But let's go on with the topic. I'm talking too much, okay? Shane, you weren't here last week. I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, I've seen really a bunch of movies the last few weeks. I saw Tron Ares. I thought that was pretty good. I saw I don't know if I talked about it before, but Good Boy. That was a fantastic film.
Oh, I like that movie about the alien dog. Remember that movie, Good Boy? From when I was
Are you sure it's not the movie with Jacob Tremblay?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Plural. Good Boys.
Another movie I saw since I've been away was VHS Halloween. Actually, one of my personal favorite VHS movies of it. So we got that. What else I see? Fuck. I saw Event Horizon for the first time in theaters. That was really good.
I didn't even know they reissued it.
I also saw Sinners again for Halloween. That was really you know, it's my top.
Yeah, I've seen.
It's in my top 3, so it's something that's not gonna. I think my list is mostly locked for my top 3 is mostly locked for this year. Top 5 most I think so too, but you know. What else?
I would say mine's is locked, but I haven't seen Avatar yet, so it can't be locked unless it's.
Well, yeah. Well, I haven't seen Avatar. I'm not going to because it's just going to be a bore fest like the last few.
Oh yeah, but everybody else is, and you're just gonna be in the lonely ass fucking theater watching The Housemaid when it fucking bombs in the fucking theater.
You bet your ass I am. I'm gonna enjoy every minute.
You're gonna be the only fucking person in there. Have fun by yourself, motherfucker.
Even if it's trash, I'll still enjoy it. What else I see? Oh, I saw another movie called Dream Eater, which I thought was really interesting.
Dream Eater. I don't think I've heard of that. Is that new?
Yeah. It was like a limited release. Eli Roth.
No, I never heard of it then.
Was it Eli Roth? I think it was Eli Roth. Well, he didn't direct it, but yeah. Trying to see what else I've caught up on. I still need to see him. I still need to see The Long Walk.
Oh, I reviewed it last week. It is so right now. It's my best film of the year right now. As of
I
right
saw
now.
Honey Doe. I like that one. You know, I didn't. It's right now. It's my number.
You talked about that though.
Oh, okay. I couldn't
did.
remember. It's my number 17. My number 18 is, of course, K-pop Demon Hunters. So yeah.
Fuck you. I'd rather watch Margaret Qualley, I'll Be Plaza Fuck than watch that movie ever again.
I actually put K-pop Demon Hunters over Thunderbolts. So yeah.
Well, I put Thunderbolts over, and I still didn't like Thunderbolts. So what does that tell you?
Well, you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters, right, Victor?
I reviewed it. You weren't there.
That's why he's attacking.
I think.
Okay.
I think he went to see Thunderbolts.
Have you even seen Beau is Afraid, Victor? Before we review it.
No.
See, you're talking shit about movies you haven't even seen. Shut your whole mouth.
I know Ari Aster. I've seen 2 of his fucking films. You think I'm gonna like a third one?
You may end up doing it. You know.
No, because everybody else I know fucking hates it.
You know me, and I love it.
Because you suck his dick off all the time.
No, that was you. Remember the when I had you on the Outcast, and you talked about you would have a 3-way with Ari Aster and no,
that was AI generated.
No, that was you.
That was AI generated.
Yeah, you told us about your big plushie collection.
That is AI generated. I did not say that. You just pretty much took my likeness without my permission.
Are you sure you're not thinking of me and my plushie collection?
No, that was what Victor said. Then why were you at my home when I did the interview?
I was not at your home. I don't even know where you fucking live.
You call me a liar?
Yes. In some ways I am calling you a liar.
Truther.
Oh, well, 1 second.
Oh boy.
Sweetie. What was it
fucking skit? Watch lots of shit.
Loving Ari Aster and Sam Levinson and all that other stuff. Yeah, right. So he was at our home. Yeah, see. So now 2 people are saying against you, Victor.
Maybe I don't know. Go on, put another fucking AI ad out. Really, Coca-Cola? Are you that desperate? No. Shut up. Jesus Christ.
But yeah.
Do you have anything else, Shane?
Not really. I am hopefully when Dragon comes down here, we're going to be watching The Running Man and Predator Badlands. So I'm very much looking forward to those 2.
I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday this weekend, but I hope I'm going to be seeing Predator Badlands this weekend. I hope.
Predator Badlands comes out this weekend, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got confused with The Running Man. Oh, sweetie, we'll watch Predator Badlands.
That comes out the following week.
On the phone. I don't know why. What are you fixing? Oh, okay.
But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So
yeah,
I can't wait for Predator, and especially considering that the reviews are good. That makes me happy. Because as long as it's good, it don't matter. Then again, I shouldn't be surprised because it's fucking Dan Trachtenberg, and that man does not know how to not be good. When has he not been good? Oh my God, it has an 89% rate on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Holy shit, this is one of the most critically acclaimed movies of the fucking year. I knew Dan could do it. I knew he could do it again. I knew he would do it again. Thank God. I'm telling you, 20th Century Studios, ever since, what's his name? Steve Aspa, I think is his name. And I think he runs the studio now with Matthew Greenfield. I think that's his name.
Fucker.
No, because those 2 saved Fox. Yes, they make less movies than they used to, but everything they put out, at least in the theater, has been really good. Like they have. They've been doing a really great job recently. He fucking gets it. I have not seen the trailer, but I want to see it for obvious reasons, Tanner. You know the reason why I want to fucking watch it, okay? Everybody knows. Yes, I'm aware of it. If anybody, yeah, everybody, I'm aware.
Looks really freaking good.
So yeah, but I think it's gonna bomb because it comes out Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
It comes out the same day. It's gonna die. Why? Anyway.
I'll see both.
I know, but it's still gonna lose money even if you buy a fucking ticket.
I'll give it all the money it can. I'll give it my $12, $8, whatever.
Jesus Christ. Imagine if we reviewed the Lizzie McGuire movie at one point. Oh, God. Need to get to The Assessment. That's the other movie that she's in this year that bombed too. Because Magnolia Pictures put it out and they don't do any advertising. Anyway, I know it's on Hulu though, but I have to get it done before the end of the year. Anyway, I guess since Shane's done, I guess I'm going to go with Soren.
All right, I marathoned another movie. So here are the top 30 best and top 15 worst Powerpuff Girls episodes.
Ooh.
I love the Powerpuff Girls, but I don't think I've seen the whole show, so this is going to be a hard one for me. Let's see if I can remember.
Have, but I cannot remember much
but
of
I
the
love that
episodes at this
show.
point.
I love that show. I think it's one of my favorite. I'm not afraid to say it might be one of my favorite Cartoon Network shows. And it's a show made for girls. No, they're kicking ass every single episode.
It's
Yeah,
so
they're made for girls.
good.
You know who else is made for girls? My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. So there.
Oh, no, not that Magnolia, Tanner, not that Magnolia.
Anyways, now for the 30 best, and I'm just gonna rapid fire. Octi Evil, Consumed Fight, Buttercrush, Fuzzy Logic, Telephonies, Tough Love, Mr. Mojo's Rising, the Rowdy Rough Boys.
I've seen that one, I think.
Stuck Up and Away, Collect Her, Beat Your Greens, Pet Feud, Child Fearing, Bought and Sold, Jewel of the Isle, Super Zeros, Hot Air Buffoon, Ploys R Us, Film Flan, All Chalked Up, Get Back JoJo, Members Only, Knock It Off, Paranola, The Boys Are Back in Town, A Documentary, Mo Linguist, Simeon Says, Neighborhood, and the absolute best, 'Twas the Fight Before Christmas.
I think I have seen that one. I think I slightly
seen
remember that one.
Yes.
As for the 15 worst, Too Poof to Puff, Daylight Savings, Coup de Grace, Fallen Arches, Town and Out, Equal Fights, Toast of the Town, Burger Alarmed, Substitute Creature, Girls Gone Mild, See Me, Feel Me, Know Me, Say Uncle, Sunscream, West in Pieces, and the absolute worst, PPGs.
Does it involve piss?
Actually, yes.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
What do you think about the Powerpuff Girls movie? What do you think about that?
Recesses of my mind.
Meh, it was okay.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Anyways, now for Watch Mojo list. Top 20
Yay!
Top 20
Oh.
iconic nude scenes in movies.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no.
All right,
Is
number
these all women or is there guys' asses, too?
there's some guys in there, don't worry. Anyways,
It's equal opportunity today.
number 20, the puppet scene in Team America World Police.
Oh. Hey, I think the fact that they were able to get away with it, yeah. Soren, I know how you feel about that scene, but I don't care. The unrated cut makes it funnier. I don't care.
Number 19, Oliver Reed and Alan Bates in Women in Love.
I don't.
I think I've heard of Alan Bates, but I don't know that.
Number 18, Everyone, Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, God. Oh, that's a movie that I don't think I ever want to see. No.
Number 17, The Shower Girls and Porky's.
I thought you were going to say Carrie. I thought you were going to say Carrie because they reference it in Knocked Up, the movie that we're going to review today. Remember in that montage, they're looking at nude scenes and it's the opening scene of Carrie, like and Katherine Heigl goes like, oh, no, boobs.
That's right.
Opening credit push. Yeah, that scene.
Number 16.
Oh boy.
Number 16, Lena Nyman and Borje Alstead. I Am Curious Yellow.
I never heard of it.
Number 15, Jane Birkin and Blow Up.
Blow Up. I know who Jay Birkin is, but I don't know what Blow Up is.
Wait, is Blow Up the? Wait, Or
Wait a
am I
minute, no,
thinking
no,
of
no.
Blowout?
I take that back. I think I've heard of that because it's one of them movies like Peeping Tom. I think it's from the same director as Peeping Tom, actually. No,
I think I was
don't
getting it
think is.
confused with the original film and then the remake movie with
John
John
Travolta's
Travolta.
Blowout?
yeah, I was getting it confused with Blowout.
I think
No.
that's our version, I think.
Number 14, Hedy Lamar in Ecstasy.
I think this is
I
the
don't
second
know that.
time this fucking movie has been brought up, and I never even heard of it.
Neither have I. Number 13,
Iconic nude scenes. Why the fuck have I not heard of this? All of these. How have I not heard of these? That's not iconic.
Mr. Skin is failing us.
Number 13, Sally Hawkins and a fish man in The Shape of Water.
Now that's iconic.
Now I remember it's the chick that fucks the fish, which happens to be my second best movie of 2017.
And your number one best.
I like it when the chick fucks the fish.
Your number one best that year.
Number one best was War for the Planet of the Apes.
Number 12, Fred Ward, Maria de Medeiros, and Uma Thurman in Henry and June.
The first NC-17 rated movie. Other than that, I never even saw it. I vaguely know what it's about. It's about Henry Kissinger, but that's about it.
Number 11, Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?
That was a nude scene, or is there something else I'm not
I
thinking?
don't
I've never even
remember
seen
there
this movie.
being a nude.
It's Anne Bancroft in Graduate.
Again,
I don't remember there really being a nude scene in that movie.
It was the 60s. You can't show that in the 60s.
Number 10, Kate Winslet in Titanic.
Oh, no shit. No
Yeah,
shit.
I
What
mean-
about, you could put her for almost everything.
Number nine.
PG-13 boobs.
Number 9,
Yeah,
Jason,
thanks, James Cameron. Let little kids experience the wonders of life.
Number 9, Jason Segel in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I've never seen that movie, believe it or not. I've never seen it.
Number 8,
Funny,
Michael
'cause Jason
Fassbender.
Segel's going to be in the movie we're going to be reviewing tonight, even though I think Judd Apatow produced that too, didn't he?
I think so.
Yes.
Number 18, Michael Fassbender and Carey Mulligan in Shame.
Wait a minute. I thought they played brother and sister. Are they fucking each? Oh, no. It's an old
No.
boy scenario.
Don't worry, they don't fuck each other. Number 17, Animated Animals in Fritz the Cat.
Oh my god.
I've never seen it, but yeah. I mean, I see parts of it. I'm like, okay. I don't. Why are we giving everybody these anthropomorphic cats human assets? I'm like, Ralph Bakshi, get
He's,
professional help, please.
Yeah.
And they thought Julia Hobbs had large assets.
No, for
number,
fuck's sake.
number 6, Shannon Elizabeth in American Pie.
Well, obviously, that even though I haven't seen the movie, obviously I know what that scene entails. Obviously, I know that scene.
Number 5, Hey Jared and Vic you should know, Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights.
It's a prosthetic. It's not actually him, but hey,
Yeah,
he tried
you
his
know,
best.
I just because I'm doing my my watch through of Scorsese's movies. I finally rewatched Raging Bull. So rewatching Raging Bull right after Boogie Nights, the ending of that movie is the ending of Boogie Nights. Except no prosthetic penis.
Which
It's
one?
just
Which Scorsese movie?
Raging Bull.
Wait, complete with Dick?
No. Just like
Just him talking to a
The-
mirror.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
influence.
But here's the
And
thing:
even
I've heard
this-
PTA talk about this. Apparently, most of what he stole from Boogie Nights came from Jonathan Demme, even though he did steal from Scorsese in that one. But apparently, most of this movie was pretty much stolen from Jonathan Demme for whatever reason.
Number 4, PJ Souls in Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, at the beginning.
Yeah. Or
No
no,
shit.
no, it's later on in
That's
the
the
movie.
only scene I remember is the beginning.
Number 3, Phoebe Cates in Fast Times at Richmond High.
I'm gonna say this right now, hot take. Jennifer Jason Leigh had a better nude scene in that movie. I know
Number
that's a hot
2.
take, but you know what? I'm gonna stand by it.
Number 2, Diego Luna and Gail Garcia Bernal in Y2 Mama Tambien.
Y tu mama también. It's the Alfonso Cuarón movie.
Yeah. And number 1.
Wait, they fuck each other? I thought
And
they were
number-
fucking a woman.
And number 1, Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct.
You could put that entire movie out there because I would know. If you know, you know. If
Yeah.
anybody who I've told this story to personally, because I'm not gonna tell the story right now. I'm not. It's embarrassing.
And that's it for all my topics.
Man, that is a lame, so-called iconic nude season. Half the damn list I never even heard
there's
of.
a few, like there's the one with you know, what's their faces in the pool and Kevin Bacon's there.
Wild Figs.
Yeah.
Why the fuck they didn't put Wild Figs? They just never say knocked up. Okay, take a shot.
And how-
Movie that's
and why
referencing
isn't-
knocked up?
Hey, why isn't Tommy Wiseau in the room on here?
That is iconic for horrible reasons. But yes,
Or
it
hell,
is
you could
iconic.
you could put any scene in My Little Pony the movie. Technically, they're all naked.
Oh my god.
How about Monsters Inc? Mike and Sully are naked the whole movie. I was asking. Basic Instinct. Oh no, Basic Instinct 2 is one of the worst. It was one of the worst, if not the worst film of 2006. That movie is. Fuck that movie. That's Jesus Christ. Well, we're going through this quickly then. Jared, you want to go?
Yeah, I got some movies to talk about because I didn't get to them last week.
Okay.
Because my topic was kind of long and stuff. Well, first of all, like I will talk about how I'm continuing on with my Scorsese marathon and stuff. I'll eventually get a video out. Not this week, but it should be out next week, where I just rank his entire movies, and then after that, I will select some of, probably some of my favorite ones or some of the more iconic ones, and those that people just want me to review, and I'll do actual big reviews of them, since a lot of them I haven't actually reviewed on my channel, and I think that's sort of how I'm gonna do things from now on. But yeah, I've got 4 movies left. I've got The Departed, which I'm gonna
Brilliant.
watch.
That's my
next.
favorite.
And then I've got Goodfellas. I wanted to make sure Goodfellas was one of the last ones I watched, just because
It's funny
kinda
because
is
I feel like
the-
a lot. It's the most popular of the.
It kind of is the
Departed because
Scorsese
Departed is
movie.
incredibly popular, but
Last Temptation of Christ, because it's one of my favorites, and then Killers of the Flower Moon, because it's his most recent one. and
it's
stuff.
a good film. I saw it. It's long. I think it's a little too long,
I-
but I think it's
I
good.
will say I finally watched Kundun again.
Oh,
and
everybody's
I'm glad I
favorite. The one
watched
that got
Kundun
Disney
again,
movies
because
banned
it
in
means that I'll
China.
probably never watch it
Congratulations.
again.
More like Boredune.
I don't think Jared liked it either.
It's I gave it a 6 out of 10, because I'm that there's things here, but there's boring things.
It's so I find it hilarious that all Disney movies, regardless of the divisions, got banned in China just because of fucking Kundun. Michael Eisner has said that's the biggest embarrassment he ever did as head of Disney. He allowed that to get into production. I'm just wow, way to throw Scorsese under the bus there, guys. I'm just
why? I mean, Scorsese got banned from China, basically.
Oh, jeez.
To the point where Blu-rays are pretty much hard to get at a good price on eBay.
I know Kino Lorber put it out though.
I can say too that for the most part, I have had no trouble watching many of these Scorsese movies, not having to pay for them or anything. I
did my fear it.
Yeah, through actual things, there have been like Netflix and all this stuff. There have been a few, like obviously, the two movies that you cannot like rent or buy anywhere, like you have to buy physical copies or find them online, like I did, are Kundun and New York, New York. But Kundun, somebody uploaded it on YouTube. So
Because Disney doesn't give a shit about that movie. If they did, they would have taken it down by now.
yeah, no. But I'm really interested to get to do that ranking and stuff because, well, I mean, even if like you look at some of my reviews and stuff, and if you look at like my activity on them, a lot of my thoughts have changed on certain ones and stuff. Some things are a lot higher than they maybe would have been last time. But yeah,
Okay.
enough of that and everything. I'm going to talk about some movies that I saw a little bit ago, basically last month, but I never got the chance to talk about them. And Chayton actually brought one of them up, and that is Good Boy.
Oh yeah, everybody's favorite.
Yeah,
Hubble.
I
Isn't that the
saw
fucking-
I saw Good Boy in the theater, and this was I like when I like watching sometimes some experimental horror movies and stuff, and the idea of a horror movie from a dog's perspective sounds like a lot of fun. And you know, we earlier this year we got, you know, a horror movie from, you know, a ghost's perspective and presence and stuff. And so
it's not a horror film; it's a drama. But I could digress.
it is a drama film.
Thank you.
But so yeah, Morgan and I, we went to see Good Boy, and it was a good movie. I guess in a way I shouldn't have been like, oh man, this is going to be like just the best thing ever and everything. Like it's going to change my life. I feel like I went into that initially like, oh man, I'm going to have this experience because it's not particularly scary. There's moments where you get like a really eerie feeling. I was never like spooked during it. There are some effective jump scares throughout the movie, but it's kind of it's a movie that when I watched it, I was initially like, you know, that was a good movie, and then I was like, that's about it. I thought that maybe I'd be like, that's the end of that. Like I saw it, don't need to see it again. But I've kind of thought about this movie quite a bit, and what the movie is about is so the quote unquote good boy of the movie, Indy the dog,
We need the dog, Indiana.
his owner is sick. He has cancer, and he ends up moving to, I think, his grandfather's old house, which is in the woods. I think it's more like a thing of like getting out into the country, just different air overall and stuff to, you know, help with his illness and stuff and just kind of get away from where he was. And while that is happening, Indy is experiencing the paranormal. He's seeing like the ghost of a dog that used to live there, and also some sort of dark presence. And
God, this sounds like an X-Files episode. We'll get to that shortly.
a lot of it too is I was not expecting this. Everything how do I say this without spoiling? Does anybody care if I spoil this movie at all?
I don't know. The movie's like only 75 minutes. There's only so much you could say about a movie that's only 75 minutes.
Because I feel like you need to know, like, I feel
If
like
I need to
to
know this
understand what
information,
I'm
I might as well.
talking about. So the horror.
Spoiler alert: Pinocchio becomes a real boy at the end.
The horror is more like dealing with death.
So it's a 6 Feet Under episode.
Because the movie's focus, because the owner of Indy
Where's the
is
Fishers?
dealing with cancer and stuff, and so he's dealing with death and everything. And it's, you know how dogs kind of have that like weird kind of sixth sense of sorts where like they know things almost before they happen, or they know something's wrong.
This sounds like one of them elevated horror movies about generational trauma, except it's through a dog's perspective.
Yeah, and so the stuff that he is being haunted by is that the cancer is eventually going to eat his owner alive, basically, and he's going to die. And
I thought this was going to be a horror comedy. Why does it sound depressing?
And like when I think it's because it's like, man, that wasn't what I was expecting to get from the movie. And now that I think about it, I'm like, this movie's really fucking sad.
I was expecting this movie to be basically like a final dog, and like almost like it's like him trying to like save the day, like he's a final good boy, I guess, like the final girl or final boy in some instances.
One of the final lines of the movie is that he's a good boy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I remember just watched the movie.
Honestly, the more I
dogs.
think about it, like the ending of this movie's really rough and everything.
I probably just watched the fucking movie with the alien dogs. Okay, I watched that instead.
Also, like I will say, it's a very low budget movie and stuff, but they're able to do some really cool stuff with the camera. You get a lot of really good reaction shots with Indy the dog, and there's some interesting set design later on in the film. But for the most part, it is like just like a typical house and everything, but they do some interesting things towards the end of the movie that give it a different kind of otherworldly feel. And then one of the things that I liked when we saw the movie, I'm actually glad that Morgan and I stayed after the credits. I think mostly because the lights didn't turn on or anything in the theaters, so we stayed there for a little bit.
Did they say Indy is going to return in Secret Wars?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
But there was actually a tiny behind the scenes thing after that. The director of the movie came out basically thanking everybody for seeing the movie in theaters and stuff. And he basically talked about how they made the movie. And everybody's like, man, how did you get Indy to, do all this stuff and everything? And like, he's like, well, the truth is that Indy is a dog, and being a dog, he is a terrible actor because he is not acting at all through the entire movie. So like they filmed the movie over the course of 3 years at their own home, and basically like what they would do, like if Indy needed to look in that direction, his wife would be off screen and just being like making like a weird random noise to get his attention.
They should be nominated the best director alone for getting that dog to fucking act.
And then
that behind the scenes
if you guys
Anthony
know
was
anything
great.
about like early film history, there's this famous shot where there's a guy staring at the screen, and then it cuts to like a bowl of soup, and then it cuts back to the guy, and you're supposed to infer from that oh, he's hungry. That's basically what they do this entire movie. Is like Indy obviously doesn't have any like facial expressions going on, but it's like you see his face, and then it cuts to maybe something like happening. You know, it cuts away to something happening, and then you go back to him, and it's like, oh, Indy is scared or concerned or something. So it's a very clever thing. So honestly, in the end, Indy is a terrible dog actor, but he's very convincing at being a good dog actor.
He should be nominated for best actor who's not really an actor, who's not even trying to act.
But I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was one that I liked. I enjoyed watching it. I think I liked what the horror was at the end and what the movie was really about.
Best actor who's not really trying to act was the previous winner, Eddie Murphy's character in Bowfinger.
Oh. I love that movie. Man.
I'll talk about these movies because like they're kind of like one-offs. Like eventually I'll do other director rankings of this like on my channel and on here, but I have gone ahead and seen like a couple of movies that like I've always wanted to see. One of those movies was Oliver Stone's W. The George Bush
you did
biopic.
mention W. Jeez. I can't imagine how it is because it's Oliver Stone. It's gonna have conspiracy shit in it. I know this about him now. It's gonna be so left leaning, and I'm a lefty, but come on now.
You would be shocked at how like even-handed this is.
That's surprising that Oliver Stone actually had restraint because most of the time he doesn't have restraint.
Criticize. He was like, if you look anything up, he was a huge critic of the Bush administration. And so it's so crazy to me that he made a movie that attempts to try to humanize him a little bit. And I think he kind of is like, let's not focus on the decisions he made, but more like why he would have made those decisions. And I think maybe he was onto something, but at the same time, it may be a little shallow for Oliver Stone to just basically sum it up to Bush had daddy issues.
All the best presidents have daddy issues. Take a fucking shot.
It's kind of
the first
depressing.
lost joke of the fucking episode. It's gonna be one of many.
The beginning and ending of this movie is Bush in an empty ball field with a empty crowd cheering him to like catch a ball. Like he's alone in these scenes and stuff. Josh Brolin, fantastic. Sometimes he looks like Bush. Sometimes he just looks like Josh Brolin, you know, with some gray hair. But he's got the voice down. Like he's really good with the voice. But Richard Dreyfuss as Dick Cheney, which it's kind of crazy that I'm reviewing this because Dick Cheney just died.
Just died.
But Richard Dreyfuss is almost like uncanny in how much like
Better
Dick
than Christian
Cheney-
Bale? Wasn't that movie wasn't Vice about Dick Cheney?
Yeah,
I
Vice
don't
was
care.
about
Fuck
Dick
Adam
Cheney.
McKay.
This doesn't go like overboard with that movie, but just kind of
Yeah, because Adam McKay has no subtlety whatsoever.
yeah, no. But it's
Stick to
ultimately
comedies,
it's
asshole.
kind
Anyway.
of the movie is very much focused on just telling the story of Bush and maybe why he made some of the decisions he made. It focuses a lot on his relationship with his father, trying to live up to the Bush name, because they all think that Jeb is going to be, the one that's going to make everyone proud and stuff. But I thought overall this was a pretty good movie, and very tame for, obviously what Oliver Stone has, done with presidents kind of movies in the past with JFK, not really
Nixon even.
Nixon dealing with Watergate, especially. But yeah, this is just kind of like it's really weird, and I think it's a movie that when it released in 2008, because this
Jesus
is
Christ.
right after, this is right at the end of it and everything. I think people were expecting something a little meaner, and I feel like now that Gen Z almost kind of sees George W. Bush as like this like
Pariah?
goofy, like grandpa or uncle.
Why?
In some ways, that like
Why? Gen Z, I'm saying this as a Gen Z person, you're fucking stupid, okay?
Yeah.
Did you not listen to American Idiot? You morons?
But I thought it was good. I think it could have been gone like a little harder. But that's just me. That might be leaning into some of my political ideology or everything. But
I'm saying this right now, even though I have a left-leaning political ideology, I'm saying this right now. At least they're trying to be at least I respect trying to do it in a more subtle, sophisticated rather than just Adam McKay say "fuck this guy" the entire time for 2 hours because I'm a liberal and all this.
I agree with that.
Because Adam McKay has no subtlety whatsoever. Watch Don't Look Up if you want even less subtlety.
But yeah,
That
I
was
give
Deep
W a 7
Impact
out
again.
of 10. I liked it quite a bit.
I watched
I
Deep
want to
Impact
own it.
and Armageddon.
I definitely want to own
I love
W
Armageddon.
at some point. But then I watched another Oliver Stone movie. I
Natural
watched
Born
the
Killers.
U-turn of his career.
Oh, U-turn. I heard so many bad. This is the movie that kind of ruined him, I think.
Yes, this
Thinking
is
about it now, I don't know if he did another successful. Well, he did Any Given Sunday. That was successful, but that movie was about it.
And he did that after U-turn, but
And
like,
that movie was
yeah.
very divisive for a long time, but I think it's starting to get its flowers a little bit recently. That one.
So yeah, I watched U-turn because people talk about this movie and everything, and I'm like, well, is it that bad or anything? Like, what can I pull from this? Some interesting things was this is the first. Okay, I think this is the first script ever written by John Ridley. I think this is John Ridley's first screenplay.
Oh, I didn't know he wrote that. It wouldn't seem like it's something that he would write to me. I don't know.
It's based on a book that he wrote, actually, too.
Oh.
So he wrote the book and wrote the screenplay as well. U-turn is kind of like a neo-western of sorts, and it's a very like cynical, dark kind of movie that you got a lot of this kind of stuff around this time. Like, I think of movies like California with a K. You know, like,
Yes.
California.
this falls in line with those kinds of movies. And
Yeah.
watching this movie, I have no, especially with what Oliver Stone had done before this, I have no idea what made him interested in telling this story.
Probably
just-
money. Probably he needed the money because Nixon bombed really bad.
That's probably it.
And
right
Natural Born
there.
Killers, I don't think did well either, to be honest.
Yeah, but yeah,
I mean, it's beloved now, but it did not do well. It did not do well. And Tarantino, I think he made a lot. With Natural Born Killers, it was originally a Tarantino script, right? Apparently, Oliver Stone pretty much changed almost the entire fucking thing, and that's why Tarantino pretty much disowned it.
that's
as
true.
a result.
This cast though is insane. So it stars Sean Penn and Jennifer Lopez, but
Oh
it also
boy, that's gonna be
stars
rough.
Nick Nolte, Joaquin
I have spoken.
Phoenix, Claire
Oh, wow.
Danes, Powers
Oh,
Booth,
God.
Billy Bob Thornton, John Voight.
Oh no.
Yeah, just like yeah, Liv Tyler, and a lot of them end up playing
This
these
is before
very
I
minor
remember watch
roles.
Armageddon. I remember watch Animal Crackers, and I hate that fucking scene.
U-turn feels like it's so just, it's a dirty, just gross kind of movie. Like, I mean, it's taking place in, like, in Nevada, and so, like, everything, the sun's just beaten down and everything, but it's just an ugly movie to look at.
This sounds like a Rob Zombie movie. For whatever reason, I'm reminded of Rob Zombie.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of
Oh
saying
no!
that.
Oh no! I'm all right.
Also, Jennifer Lopez plays Nick Nolte's daughter / lover.
Oh, another old boy scenario. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Also, how are they father and daughter? They don't even look alike.
Yeah. Well, her mother was Hispanic.
Okay, mixed. All right, fine.
So she's mixed. But yeah, I just didn't like this movie. Like, I tried like that. There's things where, like, when I first started it, I was kind of like, like, some of this is fun and everything, but after a while, I just, like, got, like, fed up with it, and I was kind of bored. And it's a trashy movie where bad things happen to bad people. You don't really care for Sean Penn all that much. He's kind of unlikable. And I'm kind of going through.
So are you implying that you liked Sean Penn better when he went full retard?
Yes. Yes. I'm trying to think. What else I can really say, because, like, there's just not much to this movie and everything. I gave it a 4 out of 10.
That's bad even for your standards.
Yeah, I was originally gonna give like a 5 or something, but like that is just like, I didn't like the movie at all, really. There's things in it, like, I think I like seeing some of the actors in it, and they're fine. Billy Bob Thornton is kind of hilarious in it, and he's a character that kind of gets the last laugh.
Oh jeez.
I kind of liked that about it. I liked seeing Powers Booth, because, like, one of the only things I've seen Powers Booth
Deadwood?
in is Deadwood.
That's always the first thing that comes to mind to me is Deadwood. I haven't even seen the whole fucking show. But that's like the first thing that always comes to mind whenever I hear his name.
Let's see. And then I saw...
By the way, before we move on, am I the only one who finds Claire Danes annoying in almost everything? Am I the only one? Then again, I have not seen Homeland. And you tell me she's great in Homeland, so
Claire Danes is great in Homeland, but even somebody that loves the show after a while, when she's doing the same things over and over,
oh
kind of
jeez, I don't know. I find her annoying. I don't know. The only movie that I don't find her annoying is, I think it's the Baz Luhrmann Romeo and Juliet, and I think some of her line delivery is a little bit stilted compared to DiCaprio. I think DiCaprio always gives it his all, but you know.
Yeah, because they're speaking Shakespearean dialogue in 1990s California.
It's supposed to be California, I guess. California.
Then after that, I saw I tried to watch a few like Robert Altman films. I only watched 2 so far.
You watched MASH and you like the TV show better. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if you've even seen MASH, but
I've seen MASH a long time ago and I did not care for it. So the first one I watched of his, it's actually the first Robert Altman film I ever saw. Before I knew who Robert Altman was, my parents rented this movie from we had a movie store kind of like Blockbuster called Movie
or
Gallery.
Family Video or Hollywood Video or
Yeah. This one, and this is Robert Altman's final film. It's A Prairie Home Companion.
Oh, that's the one Lindsay Lohan, right as when she got messed up.
Yes. It's kind of like this. It's the final night of this radio drama variety show that
apparently this radio show was a real thing.
Yes, and in fact, my parents me and them went out west back in like 2008, and when we went out west and everything, we could get to the radio station that actually had the real Prairie Home Companion.
And I think that was an NPR thing. I don't listen to NPR. I don't.
But this is a really good, it's a good ensemble movie. There's a lot of like great actors in this. You got Meryl Streep, Lily Tomlin, Lindsay Lohan, Woody Harrelson,
Again,
and
right?
John C. Reilly are hilarious in this. Virginia Madsen and Kevin Kline. Which I always love seeing Kevin Kline in like anything and everything. Like, I always think. I feel like he's underappreciated in a lot of ways.
In some ways, yes, because only people can remember his role in Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's the most of my generation knows him from.
Yeah. But it's a really sweet movie that kind of really focuses a lot on death, which I think works for this kind of being Robert Altman's final film, because it's probably dealing with questions that he himself was maybe even dealing with at the time. And another interesting thing with this movie is, so Robert Altman, I think, died shortly after this, or maybe a year later. And people knew that he didn't have much time left. So for insurance purposes, there was a stand-in director on set at all times in case Robert Altman passed away. And
that's smart.
If he passed away, this director would step in to finish the film. And that director was Paul Thomas Anderson.
Why does that make so much sense, especially with the Magnolia connections? Why that makes totally a lot of sense to me.
So yeah, well, it makes sense. It makes sense too because Maya Rudolph is also in this film.
Oh, you make his wife, of course.
Yeah. Which I find really cool. Like nice bit of trivia and stuff. It makes me wonder if like if he ended up directing any scenes at all, or
if he did, he'll probably put Amy Mann. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but no, this is a really like good, solid film. It's not great or anything. It's just sweet. It's a fun time. I'm giving a lot of these a 7 out of 10 and everything. But this was one that really surprised me. I remember when I watched my parents watch this as a kid, it felt like an old person's movie, which makes sense because it was directed by an old person.
Yeah.
But now I am more appreciative of these kinds of movies. But then I watched another one of his movies. I decided to not watch like some of his bigger ones. Like I didn't just go straight and watch like Nashville.
That's
watched...
probably the movie. Apparently, that PTA pretty much took most of Magnolia from, even though it's very different. But most of Magnolia is in
Shortcuts is also very similar.
And Julianne Moore's in that movie too, so that makes a lot of sense. I need to watch Shortcuts.
So I watched one of his other movies. In fact, I think was it last week? Yeah, last week. When we got on here, I had just like finished the movie as I got on here. I watched his movie Brewster McCloud.
I know what Brewster Millions is, but I don't know what that is.
Brewster McCloud was the movie that it came out the same year that MASH did. It did not get, like, critics did not like it when it originally came out. Since then, it has garnered a bit more praise. I tend to maybe agree with the critics of the time period. I don't hate this movie or anything, but after a while I felt very indifferent to it. It's a lot of things. It's mostly about this boy named Brewster who lives in the Houston Astrodrome.
Oh my God.
It's kind of like almost like a teen rebellion kind of movie. Like he wants to rebel against and do what he thinks, like, people are like, oh yeah, this is impossible and everything, and he wants to make the impossible possible.
Fight the man. It's like fucking Empire Records. Like fucking I don't like Empire Records, not one bit.
There's a lot of stuff with a lot of bird imagery in the movie. There's a whole lot of different stories, kind of, which is something that Robert Altman does a lot. He makes these kind of almost unruly movies that do connect together in some way thematically. But Brewster is, he's making this machine that will make him fly. And while that is going on, there's a detective that is brought in because there's a string of murders that are happening to all these people, and birds have like shit on them, like around the time of their death. Like that's the connection between all of these murders. And it just so happens that it's everybody that Brewster McCloud comes in contact with seems to die, and they get shit on by a bird.
This sounds like the most unfunny movie.
It's like really, really stupid, broad comedy humor, which sometimes you'll get a laugh out of it, sometimes you won't, because it's just that broad. It's kind of meant for whatever sticks the landing, basically. Some of that stuff
literally
does not stick the landing at all. There is some dark humor in this movie, though, that I found, like, I was laughing at a lot. There is a scene where the detective, at the end of this movie, he, like, in his car ends up falling into a lake, and his legs are stuck. He can't get out. And so this cop guy who's followed him around the whole time is like, oh, it's okay. I'll go and get somebody. We'll get you out. And he leaves him, and the detective just decides he gets his gun and he kills himself. And then the camera pans out, and all this is happening while a family is in the park taking family photos.
I'm sorry. This sounds like a fucking Lars von Trier movie right now.
And then the end of the movie has Brewster McCloud. He builds this machine that's kind of like you know, like the flying machine that like is recognized with like Leonardo da Vinci.
I think so.
Okay, like Da Vinci like created some sort of like schematic for like a potential flying machine for man or whatever, and he basically makes that, and it's him like flying around and stuff. So like it's like, wow, like yay, Brewster McCloud, he gets to fly around. He finally completed his goal. Brewster McCloud forgot that, you know, eventually you're going to want to, you know, go back down to the ground. You can't just move your arms forever because you're going to get tired because, you know, you're human. And then he just falls to his death. And then the movie cuts to introducing, like, there's like a guy that comes out and he's like, all right, guys, like basically he starts saying, you know, like the name of everybody in the cast. He's like, starring so-and-so as, you know, this character, and like the cast comes forward. And then when it comes to the guy that plays Brewster McCloud, he's just like sitting there dead, which I found kind of funny.
Honestly, this sounds like a fucking Lars von Trier movie. I'm sorry. It feels like he made this movie just to piss people off. I'm sorry.
It's really dumb. There's some things, like the beginning of the movie has this lady, which actually the lady is the Wicked Witch from The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, for the love of...
She's singing the national anthem, and she's singing it terribly. And she says that the band playing is off key, which is making her off key.
Look bad.
And so she's like, all right, guys, let's do it again. And so the camera moves back up and we restart the entire movie again. And the credits start rolling.
Okay, this is pretentious as shit. I'm sorry. This is pretentious as shit.
I found it rather funny, at least in the beginning, and I thought that maybe the rest of the movie would be that way. But
apparently this movie starts out with the MGM lion not even roaring. And there's a voiceover saying, I forgot my opening line.
Yes. Yep.
Even Quentin Tarantino hates this movie. Quentin Tarantino hates this movie. I'm looking at Wikipedia.
Yeah. It's not that good or anything. I gave it a 5 out of 10 and stuff. Like, I don't hate it or anything because, like, there were some things that I kind of enjoyed. One thing that I think is nice and everything, this movie gave us Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall has a minor role in this movie, and she would end up being in a lot of other Robert Altman movies, specifically the movie 3 Women, which I've heard is really good with her and Sissy Spacek. But yeah, it was a really lame movie, and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like this is the movie I watched before I got got on the
Oh,
podcast.
Jesus
last
Christ. Why am I don't know. Honestly, Robert Altman kind of reminds me of PTA in several ways, especially PTA's later stuff, which I've been more critical of than his early stuff. Like his first 4 films are the best. And then, aside from The Master, kills itself when There Will Be Blood happens.
I've watched this guy's rank. He did a ranking of Robert Altman's films. He didn't do a ranking of all of them because he hadn't seen all of them. He was just like ranking the ones that he had seen. And he said this about Robert Altman. Robert Altman is one of his favorite filmmakers. He's like, some of his movies are complete masterpieces and some of the greatest films of all time. But he also admittedly did not make he didn't make, some good movies. Some of his movies were not good. And this is a huge Robert Altman fan saying this and everything.
I'd rather watch Popeye, whatever the fuck you're telling me about this. I'd rather watch Popeye.
I want to watch Popeye. Something tells me I would appreciate Popeye.
I don't know, but at least I would have fun watching Popeye.
But yeah, it is interesting going into like some like filmmakers' filmographies and stuff, and these are ones that like I haven't really like. I definitely have not touched Robert Altman much at all, and like aside for 2 Oliver Stone movies, I've seen Alexander.
Well, I've seen
and
only
I've
one
seen
Oliver Stone movie.
JFK,
That was Platoon.
Well, I have seen Platoon, so there's that too. So yeah, that is pretty much a lot of the stuff that I didn't get to talk about last week.
Jeez. Okay, I guess it is my turn, and I have to face the inevitable. I literally had to do fucking crunch time today to get this baby finished. But yes, we're going to start talking about the X-Files. I finished the first season literally 45 minutes before we got on here.
How many episodes was that?
24. If this was 10 episodes, I would have been done a long time ago. So 24. You know what's worse? Season 2 is 1 episode longer, so that will be 25. I need to pace myself.
In some ways, I don't miss the days of.
People say they want the 22 episode season back. No, at least 10 to 13, please. Thank you very much.
10 to 13 is a good sweet spot.
I mean, 8 is too short, so I think 10 to 13 is fine. But regardless of that, 10-hour ranking right now. Well, then again, maybe. Oh, here's how I'm gonna do reviewing these seasons. Okay, I am going to review. How am I gonna cover the X-Files? Well, obviously, I did start with season 1, obviously. Why would I not start anywhere else? Why would we be just jumping straight to the first movie? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in chronological order in terms of the events, like, how it's supposed to be seen. So when I review the X-Files for the next couple of weeks, it will be seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I pause and watch the first movie, because the first movie takes place immediately following the season 5 finale, and it is canon to the series. Then season 6, 7, 8, 9, pause, because that's the end of the original run, 9 seasons. Then I watched the second movie, which came out, ended in 2002. I want to believe came out in 2008, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 years after the original series finale, and then I'll do the event series, aka season 10, and then season 11, and then I'll be finished. So that's how I'm going to structure this. So that way, everything will be in chronological order. So what can I say about the X-Files that hasn't already been said? Look, I haven't seen this series all the way through, so this is really my first go-around, and obviously the viewers decided, hey, I want you to review the X-Files. Oh, wait, and you're going to have to deal with this shit for the next, 20 12 weeks, 13 weeks.
I'm
So
I'm
it's your
glad it
fault
ended
that
up
I'm
being
doing-
the X-Files, honestly.
It's your fault that I'm doing this, but I'm glad I did it because I have the first 6 seasons on Blu-ray. So might as well bust those babies open. With the first season of the X-Files, I will say this. There are a lot of great episodes in here, but this season also suffers from a lot of the first season jitters. You know what I'm trying to say? Where not every show goes through this, but a lot of shows go through that first season jitter where some episodes, they're just rough to get through. They are rough. And it's just like, oh, they're trying to, they're going through the growing pains, for lack of a better term. And The X-Files is absolutely one of these shows that it's not like, what's a show that had a great first season straight off the bat? I'm not trying to say the obvious candidate here.
I was like, well.
What else? I'm trying to think that has like a well, The Mandalorian has a monumental first season. I'll give them that.
Avatar? Avatar Last Airbender?
I'd say that as well, even though there are a couple of fillers in that I didn't really care for in that first season. But
by the way, I'll probably get to that next week.
And there's another one that Breaking Bad. No, I love the first season of Breaking Bad, even if it ended abruptly because of the writer's strike. That first season is phenomenal, especially the pilot to Breaking Bad. But it's funny because Vince Gilligan is going to be a writer on the X-Files. Although he did not write any episodes for this season. I don't even know what season is Vince Gilligan going to come in as a writer for the show. But I will start with the basic premise. Obviously, there's these things called the X-Files. They are cases of unexplained phenomena. And these 2 FBI agents named Fox Mulder, yes, that is his full name, Fox Mulder, and they make fun of his first name all the time, and Dana Scully have to pretty much investigate everything. In the meanwhile, there is a central storyline of them possibly discovering alien life forms on Earth, and the government essentially is trying to keep it a secret. Now, there are not very many episodes this season that deal with the main storyline. I'm going to say this up front if you haven't seen the show. This show is often split up into 2 halves. There are the mythology episodes. Those are that's the serialized story. That is with the aliens and the government conspiracy. The mythology episodes are those episodes. Then, what takes up 2/3 of the show's run are the Monster of the Week episodes. And it's pretty much self-explanatory about what those are about. I will start with the mythology episodes because there's not very many in this season. I think there's only, 3, maybe 4? The pilot, the second episode, the 10th, the 17th, and the 24th are all the mythology episodes this season. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5. The rest of this is Monster of the Week. So I'll just go rapid fire through those when I get to the actual Monster of the Week episodes and what I liked. But I have to say all of the mythology episodes except for episode which one was the one I struggled with a little bit? 10. 10 is the one I didn't really care for all that much out of the 4 or 5. Did I count 4? I don't know. I'm bad with math. But I love the pilot. The pilot's great. I think it's is it one of the best pilots of all time? No. Lost is probably the best pilot of all time, to be completely honest. But it is really, really. What is the best pilot then, Shane? What is the best pilot episode? I want to know. What is the best pilot?
Well, let's see. There's The Boys. There's Sons of Anarchy. So I can go on.
I could go on. I want you to go on because I want you to prove I want you to fight your point, or else I'm just gonna keep saying Lost is the best pilot episode of all
Hannibal, Breaking Bad, The Sopranos.
Well, Breaking Bad is a phenomenal pilot. I'll give them that.
Streamed a TV series.
No, fuck off. Your credibility is gone. Your credibility is fucking gone. If you're gonna bring up the screen. Your credibility is invalid.
I just did that to
No.
irritate you. I don't really think that's the best one.
But yeah,
But the others are.
so the pilot episode is yes, it is technically setting up the whole series, but it also somewhat feels like a Monster of the Week because it has to deal with a potential alien abduction. You know, Scully and Mulder are pretty much, you know, they meet for the first time, and obviously the X-Files, the reason why the FBI even wants Scully to investigate these X-Files is because they pretty much want to debunk Mulder's work on them because they don't believe none of the shit that's going on. They believe that it doesn't exist. Obviously, Mulder is the believer, Scully is the skeptic. I used to say for a very long time that I was Scully and HUNTR was Mulder because that was pretty much who we were. But at the same time, looking back on it now, I see a lot of myself in both of these characters. Obviously I see a lot of Scully in myself, but I see a lot of Mulder in myself, mainly in terms of his sense of humor and how he gets so excited over certain things. Like whenever there's a scene in the pilot where he realizes that there may be aliens out there. He just gets so excited. He has this grin on his face. He's like so excited about finding out that possibly these aliens are for real. So I see a lot of myself in him too. So in some ways, these two characters are pretty much my split personality. I'll put it that way. They're my split personality. But in the pilot, they have to investigate this potential abduction and it all involves a class, like a graduating class who graduated from college a couple of years prior to the pilot. So they were the class of 1989, and they were the ones who were getting abducted, quote unquote, even though by the end we kind of know that they're abducting people. So they investigate that, and it's actually very, very good and very, very interesting. And even though some of it feel like, for example, some of the characteristics of the show don't even make it to the pilot. For example, the intro to the show is not in the pilot. The intro to the show, then again, that happens with some pilots where they don't show you the intro to the show in the first episode. Granted, Lost never did this because it shows the intro to the show in every episode. The pilot literally starts with the Lost intro. But yeah, I think it's really, really great. In the second episode, there's this character that comes in that gives Mulder a lot of information throughout the entire season, even in the Monster of the Week episodes. And his name, he has a code name because we don't really know his name. His name, Deep Throat. Get it? Deep Throat, Watergate.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving them classified information. And I honestly think Deep Throat as a character is kind of badass. He's like this morally ambiguous figure who I personally feel he does a lot more good than he does bad. For some reason, he reminds me of John Locke. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way that guy acts, but he just reminds me of John Locke. And I think, I'm trying to think. No, that's another character this season because at one point, there's a character in this season that says, "Don't tell me what I can't do."
Oh my god.
But it's not Deep Throat. He does not say, "Don't tell me what I can't do." But I love that character. I'll get to more specifics about him when I talk about the finale because there's a shock involving him in the finale. In the 10th episode, I didn't really care for this one mainly because it felt kind of boring. You know, there's like this incident where this guy gets like potentially like abducted or something. No, he's killed by like an invisible light, and it might be like from the UFOs or something. It doesn't really go anywhere, really. And that goes to show for like a lot of these episodes where they try to investigate, and then the FBI just comes after them and says, "No, you can't do this. No, you can't do this." The FBI constantly decides to shut them down or stop their investigation, or police or like local police enforcement. I'm just like, guys, stop being annoying. Let them investigate. I know it's because these are unexplained phenomena. You know, you're full of shit if you think these things are real, blah, blah, blah. I get it. It's mostly a realistic scenario, but that's the one part of the season that gets annoying really quickly because it happens way too much. And before I get to the finale, I'm going to talk about my favorite Monster of the Week episodes and maybe some of my least favorite. Squeeze, which is the third episode overall. This is the first appearance of a serial killer named Eugene Victor Tubes. Yeah, his middle name is my first name, and what he can do, he's a serial killer that could pretty much squeeze his body through narrow spaces. So in one scene, like a couple of scenes in that episode, he gets through vents just by squeezing. He's just stretching, like Reed Richards style. He's like stretching his arm all the way to get inside there, and yeah, it's kind of creepy. And I think the guy who plays Tubes is really, really creepy. It's like one of the guys from the Green Mile. I don't know who he played, but I know for sure he's in the Green Mile. He's creepy as fuck, to the point where even though they arrest him at the end of that episode, he comes back later in the season for another episode. He gets 2 episodes. You thought that one wasn't enough? No, he gets 2, and they have to pretty much track him down because he pretty much is bailed out of prison by our inept courtroom system, and he wants to kill more people, so they have to deal with it. And it's another great episode. That's another great one. Another one I really like is Conduit, because it pretty much, even though it is explained in the pilot, it kind of goes into detail about why Mulder is so invested in the X-Files, because back when he was a kid, his sister, Samantha, was abducted by aliens. And he's been pretty much trying ever since that day to try and find his sister and get her back. And this case kind of hits close to home for him because it's very similar. A girl gets abducted. This teenage girl gets abducted by the aliens. And he's, he gets psychologically pretty messed up in that episode. Let's put it that way. And, it kind of deals with that. And, I don't know when they're going to resolve the whole Samantha Mulder comes back from the aliens. I think something tells me they're going to resolve it sooner rather than later. I don't even know if it's the second season or third season, but they pretty much, finished that storyline at some point in this very early goings. But yeah, I love those kinds of episodes, even though some of the Monster of the Week episodes are not that great. Some of them are really great because of the character development between Mulder and Scully. And that leads me to the best episode of the season, which is an episode called Beyond the Sea. And because this episode is titled Beyond the Sea, you will never see Finding Nemo the same way ever again, even though this episode has nothing to do with Finding Nemo.
Oh, the show got
Jake
better.
can do that.
We're going up.
I saw my fucking no. I accidentally backed myself out. I can't fucking believe I did that shit. No. I'm talking about the X-Files. I'm talking about the X-Files.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So what was I with Conduit, right?
Yes.
Yes. No. I was talking about Beyond the Sea. I was not talking about Conduit anymore.
Under the sea.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What am I going to do with both of you? This episode pretty much starts out with, happens right in the cold open. So, Scully's folks are at her place for dinner at Christmas time, right? And, they have a good dinner and everything. Like, hours later, again, during the cold open, she wakes up from a nap and she sees her father still on a chair after he left, and he's just going like this. This shit reminded me of fucking Twin Peaks, okay? Remember the fucking midget from Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
It reminds me of fucking Twin Peaks for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. But it's very creepy shit. And right after that, she gets a phone call that her father is dead. So her father is dead at the end of the cold open. This is just the first 2 minutes. And then it goes into this case where there's this death row inmate that claims he's psychic and could lead Mulder to a serial killer, and he wants an exchange. He wants a lesser sentence of life in prison. So what happens is that this psychic guy might have Scully's father's soul inside of him.
Oh.
and it deals with the site, and it pretty much the roles are reversed. Scully is the believer, and Mulder is the skeptic in that episode. Mulder is actually fucking acting realistic for once.
That's
And it deals with that psychological choice. Gillian Anderson in that episode is almost Emmy worthy. Like, she is phenomenal. And you want to know who plays the serial killer? Brad Dourif.
oh, that's perfect.
Brad
That's
Dourif.
fucking
And
Chucky.
he's phenomenal. He's absolutely incredible in that role. He's appropriately creepy as fuck. But again, when isn't Brad Dourif creepy as fuck? Even in Lord of the Rings, he's kind of creepy. So yeah, it's brilliant. And that episode, in some ways, is very much inspired by Silence of the Lambs in a lot of ways, because they need to get information out of this guy, and he's like Hannibal Lecter, except he doesn't eat people. And it's really, really fucking great. It's absolutely just amazing. Another one that I liked is an episode called Eve, and it deals with apparently two fathers on the opposite side of the country are murdered inexplicably at the exact same time in the exact same way. And their daughters are they almost look the same. You want to know why? Those two kids are clones. They are clones.
Oh.
They are perfect twins, and they were created to continue something called the Lynchfield Project, which was an eugenics project of the 50s that produced cloned boys and girls named Adam and Eve. So that's how. So essentially, since it's about eugenics, American Apparel would love this episode. Sydney Sweeney would love this episode. Speaking of which, I'm still gonna make fun of her. That doesn't mean I can stop. I'm okay with Sabrina Carpenter, but I'm still making fun of Sydney Sweeney. God damn it, I'm still making fun of her. Okay, so Pluto Nash. Pluto, that's a terrible movie. But yeah, that's an interesting one. There's another one called Fire, and it deals with this guy who is a he's a pyrotechnic. I think that's how pyrotechnic. Like, think of Firestarter. Ever seen that movie?
Which
it's like
one?
that. Well, either one. Although I heard the new one's pretty bad. But
Yeah, it is.
it's kind of like that. Next, another one I could talk about. Because I feel like a lot of these episodes, like especially in the middle, some of them just don't do it for me. Although there's the best Monster of the Week episode by far, other than Beyond the Sea, is an episode called Ice, where Mulder and Scully are investigating the deaths of this Alaskan research team, and they have these three other people there, like four other people there, to help investigate, and they're stuck in this room in the entire time, and essentially, in some ways, it's a ripoff of The Thing. But you know what? It's like the best ripoff of The Thing ever. I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
I was frozen today.
So you got, them trying, because essentially there are these organisms, like teeny little bug things that pretty much go inside people's bodies and drive the hosts into extreme rage, which is kind of like The Thing in some ways. So these people go insane, and somebody's got, like, the opening scene is these two guys who are part of the dead Alaskan research team. They both killed themselves because the monsters pretty much told them to kill themselves. So you got Mulder, Scully, and these two other people played by Xander Berkeley is one of them, of course, who played George Mason on 24, and the other one, it makes me laugh. This person makes me laugh because of what they did 5 years ago or something like that. Felicity Huffman.
Oh my gosh.
College admission scandals, everybody. I'm like, oh, she goes crazy because she just wants her kid to go into college. Like, she's weird. I was thinking of so many punchlines when I was watching that episode, but she's good in that one. They pretty much all go insane. It's just, it's the Thing story, but it's really, 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 really awesome. I love that episode. And apparently Chris Carter, the creator of the show, apparently also considered it one of the best episodes of the first season. However, I have to talk about the scene the episode that they hate the most, especially Chris Carter. He fucking hates this episode. It's an episode called Space. It's the 9th episode of the season. It was supposed to be this bottle episode where the whole thing would take place in a space station, and this whole thing is about potential sabotage in the NASA space shuttle program. And apparently this astronaut who's running mission control may be possessed by an extraterrestrial spirit. Folks, this episode, Chris Carter hates it for a fucking reason. It's boring as shit. It's boring. Barely anything happens. And some of it doesn't make any goddamn sense whatsoever. It just, I don't like it. And also, this episode aired, I believe, in 93 or early 94. No, November 12th, 93 is when it aired. This was, there's a lot of connections to like the Challenger explosion in here. And a lot of people, I think at the time, eviscerated it because it was so soon. I felt so soon after Challenger. I think 87 was when the Challenger explosion happened, maybe 86, something in that lines. And there's stuff in here that, you know, you think that, oh, the spaceship might explode, but it's such a boring episode. I don't give a fuck. It like literally, it's one of the worst episodes of the season. I agree. And the reason why, and it's the most expensive episode of the season. You want to know why? You want to know why it's the stupidest reason too. The reason why it was the most expensive episode of the season was because the set that they used for the mission control, you know, they were constructing an amphitheater, and then they were also able to use an operations center, this Canadian Airlines operations center, because at this point, for the first 5 seasons, I forgot to mention this, the first 5 seasons of the show were shot in Vancouver. And then from season 6 onwards, it's shot in Los Angeles, except for the second movie. I think they went back to Vancouver for that. But they had this operations center that they could use, and they were given permission to use their flight simulators. And apparently, the reason why the production kept getting delayed is because everybody had a turn simulating flights over Canada. The crew was so lazy, and they were. The reason why it had fucking production difficulties. And then afterwards, to make matters worse, the mission control set, like I said, was filmed in an amphitheater in Vancouver, whose sloping surfaces help suggest computer terminals without needing much construction, although false computer monitors were added for shots when they would be in view. Apparently, again, Chris Carter does not like this episode, not one bit. One of the guys from the AV Club said that the special effects were decisively unscary, and that the episode's premise was confusing and a little tasteless in its treatment of the Challenger disaster. Entertainment Weekly gave it a D-. It called it 1 dead hour. Yeah, it's bad. There's another one called Childs, which happens episode 6. It's about this woman who they think that she commits murders with, you know, she has like telekinesis and shit, but apparently it's not even telekinesis. She doesn't have telekinesis. It's the spirit of this woman's former boss who was believed to have committed suicide, but he was actually murdered by his business partner, and he wants revenge. That episode's cool. I like that one. Another one I like, Ghost in the Machine, where pretty much this computer, Ghost in the Machine, this episode is actually very relevant to today's sensibilities, because this computer has highly advanced artificial intelligence, and it begins to kill people. Yeah, artificial intelligence in an office building trying to kill people. Hey, it's happening today. So that's a few of my favorite ones. The final episode, I think, other than Beyond Sea, that might be my favorite and it's the best mythology episode by far in the season. Essentially, Mulder and Scully discover in this episode that there are secret government experimentation with alien DNA. There is this human alien hybrid that they've been working on. And of course, what do? They fucking discard the evidence, and all this other stuff and his crazy shit, and the FBI, well, these like government's conspiracy people are on their trail the entire time. And at the end of this episode, Scully finds an actual alien fetus within liquid nitrogen. So by that point, she already has met Deep Throat. This is the episode where they actually meet. Well, they were in the pilot together, but they didn't exchange anything. She didn't even know who Deep Throat was, and she spent the entire season questioning who the hell is this guy Mulder's getting this information from.
Oh, Deep Throat, isn't that highly
I already
profitable
made the
porn movie from the
Watergate joke.
70s?
Okay, I already made the Watergate joke.
They like the Deep Throat?
No, I do not. So what happens is that because Mulder had been kidnapped by these government conspiracy people, right? So in order to get him out, Deep Throat has to present the fetus to this organization. Is called the Crew Cut Man. Well, one of them's called the Crew Cut Man for whatever, because he has a crew cut, I guess, on his head. And what happens is that after he gives it to him, they do release Mulder, who's like getting like has some of the alien DNA at that point on him. His face is all fucked up, and this guy shoots and kills Deep Throat. He's dead. He didn't kill him off. And his last lines to Scully anyway, is trust no one, which is funny because you know how at the end of at the end of the intro to the show, it always says the truth is out there. In this episode, they change it and it says trust no one. And
that's cool.
After and they change every couple of this is not the first time. This will not be the last time they do it, because they change it in the message at the end in a couple other episodes down the road too. So after that, Deep Throat is killed, Mulder is released, and the FBI completely shuts down the X-Files. Yep, that's how the season ends, with the X-Files getting shut down. And if this show was canceled after only one season, that would have been the perfect ending. The X-Files are shut down. Bye, everybody. No more seasons for you. But obviously, we know that there's a second season. The X-Files can't be shut down for too long. Let's just say I think things are going to be okay at the beginning of the second season. So yeah, overall thoughts. Yeah, there are a couple of bad.
By the way, spoiler alert: everyone who dies in Infinity War comes back in Endgame.
There's a couple of stinkers in here in this first season. But again, it is growing pains. That's with every season of not almost every first season of television, but a lot of first seasons deal with that stuff. So I'm not gonna hold it against them. They're trying to figure themselves out, and I feel like the last third of the season is pretty much excellent. So hopefully season 2 is a lot better, and hopefully because of that, because I feel like some of the reason why I struggled even trying to finish this first season in time for this episode is because some of these episodes drag like a motherfucker, man. When I'm not interested, I just zone out. Especially considering most of the season is a Monster of the Week episode anyway. I'm just like, oh, I don't have to pay attention to this. I can just move on to the next one. Well, I don't skip it. Obviously, I finish it, but I kind of zone out a little bit. So I'm going to give it a 4 this season, a 4 out of 5, because there are a couple of bad stinkers in here. But I still think it's a good season of TV overall. It's entertaining. It's fun. Quite a few good episodes. It's a good starter. The second season, I'm looking forward to watching. I don't know. I can't guarantee it's going to be next week, though, because if this took me 7 days to through. And especially considering there's 25 episodes in the second season, I better pace myself. That's all I'm going to say. I better pace myself, because or else I'm going to literally go insane. Just like how when I watched season 2 of Lost for the first time, I had to take a break because I'm like, oh, nothing's happening. And then I'm like, oh, I'm so burnt out. I'm going to take a break. And then season 3, boop, put me back right in. And that's partially why season 2 was my least favorite season of Lost. But yeah, I'm going to refresh my page before I move on to the actual topic at hand here, because my fucking mic is being stolen. Actually, no. What I can do is right here. Yeah, I could hear. And then I'm going to connect my headphones in. Let's just... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I sound better. Okay, I don't have to freaking do that shit. Okay, I don't have to refresh my page. Wonderful. That's great. That's great news. So, we're moving on to the review. And since it's a Universal joint, I gotta play this.
You mean like at Universal Studios? Cha-ching.
Oh my god.
Every time a Universal
Makes me
movie
wonder
comes
what
on the
you're gonna
show-
do to Disney movies or A24 or Paramount.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's actually Paramount. Look at all the shit that's going on with Paramount now. It's pathetic, dude.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard a rumor. I think the Digital Bit said it's like they eliminated practically their entire home video division. Are you that fucking stupid, David Ellison, who runs Skynet and thus Paramount as a result? You're pretty much fired.
Skydance, not
almost-
Skynet.
Skynet. It might as well be Skynet. It might as well be. They're fucking morons. And apparently it's gotten so bad that you know how Taylor Sheridan does all those shows for Paramount Plus? Apparently he left and is going to Universal. So no more Yellowstone spin-offs for you, old people. No more Landman, no more Tulsa King, or no more any of that. But yeah, seriously, they need to get their shit together because Paramount, I don't know what the fuck you doing.
They're about to buy. They're about to buy HBO.
No, I hate the fact that they're possibly gonna buy Warner Bros. Discovery. I fucking don't want that shit to happen. I said it last week and I'll say it again. Do not let that fucking happen. Do not, under any circumstance, let that happen. Because that's when they're gonna turn to a fucking monopoly. You thought Disney was bad? Paramount will be worse. So with that being said, now I got that rant out of the way. Let's review Knocked Up.
Have you heard about Knocked Up from the director of The 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
You're the father.
Rolling Stone calls Knocked Up hilarious in ways you have to see to believe.
I'm gonna be there to rear your child. You hear that, Ben? Don't let him near the kid. He wants to rear your child.
Knocked Up is the comedy of the summer and maybe the year.
He has man boobs. Where does that end?
It's uproarious.
It's gonna be cold, and you're next.
Knocked Up, rated R, in theaters June 1st.
And that was actually some of the tamer clips in the actual movie. Some of the tamer clips are in this trailer because this movie is fucking filthy at times. It is filthy as a potty mouth. Jared, you said this movie in your review was kind of tame. I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, tame to certain things I've seen, but also I didn't. Is there an unrated cut to this?
Yes, there is an unrated cut.
Okay, I just watched the regular
I watched the
one that was
theatrical
on
cut too because there's no fucking way I'm gonna watch that unrated cut. You wanna know why? The movie is already long to fucking begin with. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't even mention, actually, after I already posted my Letterboxd review, I forgot to mention the length of the movie. And I was like, I'm not going back to it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because that's my main criticism of the movie. Spoiler. Oh, gee. Knocked Up is a 2007 romantic comedy film written, produced, and directed by Judd Apatow. Was also produced by Shauna Robertson and Clayton Townsend, starring Seth Rogen, Katherine Heigl, Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, Jay Baruchel, Jonah Hill, Jason Segel, and Martin Starr, and that's just to name a few. Released on June 1st, 2007 by Universal Pictures. Budget was $25 million, and it made $219.9 million. It was a runaway success. This is one of the highest grossing movies of 2007, without a doubt. This had to have been. This movie was fucking huge. Actually, it just barely missed the cut in terms of like the highest grossing. I think it was like number 10 or 11. No, 12
I
or,
miss
12 or
the days
11.
of like when a comedy film could be like one of the highest grossing films of the year.
I miss that too. Trust me, I miss that too.
I know. Cancel culture just had to ruin it.
A slacker and a career-driven woman accidentally conceive a child after a one-night stand. As they try to make the relationship work, they must navigate the challenges of parenthood and their differences in lifestyle and maturity. 90% rate on Rotten Tomatoes. I shit you not. 90%. It has an 85 on Metacritic. 6.9 on IMDb, 3.1 on Letterboxd, and B- on CinemaScore. Yeah, for a time, Knocked Up was like one of the most critically acclaimed comedies probably ever made. For a time. And you know what's funny? Because, you know, I have said before, this is one of my all-time favorite comedies, but back in 2007, this movie was unavoidable. Even I, as a 7-year-old, knew what Knocked Up was. It was inescapable.
I didn't know like much about it, but it's like I remember the poster, the green with, you know, his head and everything. And
yeah, that's the only thing I was like, oh, okay, it's about this guy, and I was looking at it. Yeah, but it's like the 40-Year-Old Virgin cover with the orange and Steve Carell there. It's kind of like
and you
that.
know, just the title and everything. It's just like that title.
Yeah, what was with that stupid trend with just one guy in front of a black flav?
Trust me, they did it a lot for animation back in the 2010s.
Oh, they did, yeah.
But yeah, I think this is, even though I will say my flaw right away is that this movie's way too fucking long. But with that being said, this is one of my favorite comedies of all time. This movie is ridiculously funny. It is ridiculous how funny this is. I mean, Judd Apatow, this is only the second movie I had seen from this guy. I had seen the 40-Year-Old Virgin, which I liked, but again, I thought it was too long. This is a common trope of Judd Apatow. My God, he needs a fucking different editor. He needs an editor that just says, no, we cannot include this. Please. He even mentioned this last week with The King of Staten Island. He said it was too long.
I thought it was too long too, because it's a pretty good movie.
That's what the he I'm talking about. The T I'm talking about is you. But yeah, he has then again, I have not watched Funny People, and I heard it's great, but the movie's 2 hours and 20 fucking minutes. A comedy that is 2 hours and 20 fucking minutes. No. 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 Yeah, I don't know. This movie, in some ways, is a more 2000s equivalent to a movie that we reviewed very early on the show. And it's actually an episode that, even though I do love the movie that we reviewed, it's a movie that it's an episode that I'm not proud of because of what happens in it. This reminds me a lot of Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. It's the same, almost the same story, except the difference is that he knocked her up. The kid doesn't come right away.
Another difference, this one's actually good.
I like both. I like both. Obviously, Big Daddy is, I gave him the same score because Big Daddy's a childhood favorite. But you know what? I like this movie equally. So we're not going to argue there. But what makes this movie so funny? It's very simple. I think this came out about... Let's get this out of the way. I want to answer this question before we go any further because this is the reason why this film has kind of been... a lot of people have soured on this movie recently. And because... I want to answer this question. Katherine Heigl said this herself. This is what she thinks. This is why she got canceled from acting after this movie. Is it really sexist? I'm going to answer this question in a nuanced way. Scenes of it? Yes. The entire movie? No.
Yeah.
Scenes? Yes. There are a couple of scenes in here that are... I will tell you one scene that I think is sexist. It's the part at the beginning where Alan Tudyk and Kristen Wiig, the bosses of E, because Katherine Heigl's character works for E, the TV network, the guys who brought you the soup.
Mm.
The first scene when they're meeting at, the scene that they're meeting, the first scene of them meeting at his Alan Tudyk's office. Alan Tudyk is in fucking everything, by the way. He's in fucking everything. They kind of tell her in a not so subtle way to lose weight.
Yeah.
And they tell her to bump it up, push it up. Like,
up.
You're just telling her to lose weight.
Like, there's a few things here and there, but I don't... it really will depend upon, like,
the viewer,
what you're looking at, what you're looking for, because it's like I don't think a lot of it is done out of any malice, at least.
No, I don't
Like,
think there's any. That's the thing about it. Even though
Yeah.
it's sexist, I feel like there's there's a point to some of these quote unquote
Yeah.
sexist joints. There's a point. Like for example, remember the scene where very later. This is late in the movie where this is after the Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen leave for Las Vegas and get stoned during Cirque du Soleil. The girls, Katherine Heigl and Leslie Mann, go to the club that they were at the beginning of the movie, and they can't get in.
oh
And
yeah.
the guy is like, I can't come in. I'm like, and then they're like, they're concerned, like, oh, we're not hot. Oh, some other stuff. I get it because it's like the loss of youth, even though he could be considered sexist considering some of what that guy's comments are.
Oh my
but-
If you
gosh.
say this movie sexist, that means you're sexist.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Don't put that on me, Soren. I think some of these scenes have a point. It's not like doing it out of this is not Freddy Got Fingered. It's
Yeah.
not sexist for the sake of being sexist. This is not Freddy Got Fingered, okay? There's a point to some of the stuff.
Because I wanted to look up when watching the movie and everything, like some of the comments about the movie, like with some of the sexism and stuff, and Judd Apatow is even, he's brought forward even certain things, basically talking to, it's like with Seth Rogen's character, it's like you have to look at the
He's
type
supposed
of
to be a
character
fucking-
that he is. He's
He's
kind of a
supposed to-
loser.
No, he is a
He-
fucking loser, and you're not
Yeah,
supposed to like him all that
he's
much.
a loser. He's just like has no idea how the world works, and
He literally got
he
most of his money from a
has to
fucking
grow.
accident that happened
Yeah.
to him in Canada when he was in a college or something.
Mhm.
And that's how he makes his money. Even to the point where the guys, his friends, him create a scene where a website where you could look up all these different nude scenes and when they get nude and what movies do these actresses get nude, and when they find out that there's a website called Mr. Skin that actually exists that does that, and they're like, oh no, what are we going to do?
Is that
And
where that
trust me-
Watch Mozo list got its content?
Maybe.
Honestly, if this movie were to be made today, they would have found out a bunch of fucking subreddits on Reddit where you could pretty much watch every nude scene or any movie you want. Trust me, there are shit like that on Reddit. I would know. Sorry, not sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But yeah, there is, and it doesn't give you viruses. Reddit does not give you viruses, so that's the benefit. So that point is fun. It's funny because they're like throughout the entire movie, they're just looking at these movies to see when they get nude. And there's this scene where Ben and what's Katherine Heigl character's name? I forget her. Allison. So Ben and Allison are about to go on a date. Allison comes over to his house and he meets his friends and one of the girlfriends, Martin, his girlfriend, forget her name, who's fucking stoned half the entire movie.
Oh
She
my
is so
God,
like
yes.
this the whole movie. And all they're doing is watching Wild Things. And which scene does she happen to arrive at when they're watching Wild Things? So I think you get which one. It's the scene where Kevin Bacon goes, yeah, it's that scene, and it's all awkward, and they actually show you the scene, so they got the rights to show it. Oh, it's funny. It is so funny. And then they're even like, he's even explaining a website to her, to Alice at the beginning, like towards the beginning, after their one night stand. He's like, oh, say you like this person. And she's like, what do you like? Mary Tyler Moore. I'm like, no. That doesn't work. He said, well, Matt, so think about if you like Meg Ryan, and then you're gonna go to our website and bam, in the cut, 45 minutes in, 50 minutes in, an hour in, she's practically naked the whole fucking movie. In the Cut is a real movie, by the way. Jane Campion directed it. Apparently, it got
I think I've seen it. It's part of a Kevin Bacon Blu-ray box that I own.
Yeah, and Meg Ryan's naked that whole movie. You know what? So pretty much, I bet you Reddit. Watch the best parts on Reddit and ignore everything else.
That's the right here.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, it's kind of hysterical, and they just talk a lot. There's a lot of movie and TV references in here. There's so many. There are so many, and they just talk like me. They talk like us. They talk
I
like
even
us.
mentioned when I was watching the movie and everything, I emailed you and talked about.
Oh boy, we're gonna get to that reference shortly.
Yeah.
Trust me. I want to save that.
All
There's
right,
references
I
to
won't say
Munich.
anything.
There's references to Munich in here, and
Yep.
it's funny because I'm thinking, "Oh, Munich, that is the most badass." I'm just like, I thought Munich was supposed to be a depressing movie. They're saying it's the most badass movie ever. I'm just like, are you really that immature? It's like September 5. That's a badass movie. It's with the same subject matter. September 5. That's the best action movie of the year. And I like September 5 for the record. I saw it earlier this year, I think. It's pretty good, believe it or not. But
Yeah.
they just talk like, and then there's this, of course, I'm gonna get to the reference now. Allison says that to him, she works for E, right? And he's like, "Oh, I have an interview today." And like, who are you? He's like, "Really, are you interviewing?" What does he say? What does she say? Matthew Fox. Matthew Fox from Lost. Yes.
Take
Matthew
a fucking drink.
And he's like, you know what's interesting about Matthew Fox? Absolutely nothing. I'm like, don't treat Jack Shepherd like that. Jack Shepherd. This was shot after season 2. So if they shot this scene as season 3 was airing and Stranger in Strangeland had just aired, maybe I'd understand. But it didn't air when they were filming this movie yet. So, and then he's like, "Oh, he's like to him after he says that, "Oh, can you tell him that he's an asshole for me?" I don't know what the hell. I thought it was funny, even though I don't know what the fuck. Matthew Fox. You don't like Matthew Fox? I don't know. There is this. You know what's one of my favorite scenes in this movie? It happens very early on. It's the scene where right before that whole boardroom meeting at the E office. It's when she's like a PA on E News, and Ryan Seacrest is there. The shit that comes out of Ryan Seacrest's mouth is some of the funniest fucking things I've ever. This is the best thing Ryan Seacrest has ever done, ever. You have to understand, folks, for people who are younger than us, there was a time when Ryan Seacrest was like the most popular guy ever. When we were kids, he was the shit. American Idol was our shit. I bet you we all grew up watching American Idol. And we remember him, and some of the shit that comes out of his mouth in that scene is some of the funniest freaking things.
I'm just thinking too about just all the freaking like the.
Dude, there's
it's
so
really
many
funny
cameos.
I was watching this movie, and Morgan, like, she was just in the same room and everything, but she found herself like watching and paying attention, and then like she'd look up and she's like, "This is like everyone the movie, like just everyone is in this movie."
Anybody who was on a fucking NBC sitcom between 2006 and 2010, they're in this movie. There's only 3 that I know.
So many
who are not.
Office people. So many.
Oh my
people
god, it's not even. So many people from Parks and Recreation. Like,
yes.
holy shit.
Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Adam Scott is the nurse.
Yeah, and he's kind of a douche. Oh my god, I'm trying to look up the fucking line that Ryan Seacrest says. He says something among the lines of like, all these. He's like fed up with a lot of people he's interviewing. He just rants about all the people. Like he even rants about fucking Jessica Simpson at one point.
Oh my god!
And he's like, "Oh, don't talk about her sister or her nose job." You know where her sister is? Watch the 2004 episode of SNL with the lip syncing incident. That's how you know who her sister is. Yeah, that scene is that's the best thing Ryan Seacrest has ever done by far. That's one of my funny bits. Another scene that really does fucking get me going is that that party scene at right before the one I said where the two of them just get drunk as shit and they don't know what they're doing and they're dancing like utter idiots. Oh my god, that is so fun. And then the whole joke about how Martin, played by Martin Starr from Spider-Man Homecoming, that's probably where most folks remember him from. He was one of the teachers. They do this challenge throughout the entire movie where he cannot shave his beard. If he can go off not shaving his beard for 1 year, they'll pay the rent. If you give up, you have to pay all 5 of us our rent. And it goes on for the entire movie, and they just make fun of his beard the entire fucking movie. The entire movie. They call him like the late John Lennon at one point.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm just thinking at the end of the movie and everything, when Jason Segel is just like, oh my god, like he's like standing right beside him, and everything. And he's like, just like he smells like shit, like his beard.
Yes. Yes. It doesn't
like
help
shit.
that he's the stoner too. What'd you say?
It does look like shit.
Back in the film, guys.
But yeah, okay. A couple of also, you know who actually, even though I love Jonah Hill, and I think in this movie, not Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen. Well, Jonah Hill is great in this movie, but Seth Rogen, I think this might be my favorite role he's ever done. I really do think so, and it's by far, a shadow of a doubt, it's the best thing Katherine Heigl's ever done. I really want to know what the fuck happened. I really want to know what the fuck happened because she is so fucking good in this movie. And then she called it sexist and it ruined her career because you know what she did after this movie? After calling it sexist, you know what she did? The Ugly Truth, which is apparently an even more sexist movie towards women than Knocked Up is. And that's a movie that she produced. So she's one to talk, right? And then One for the Money, Unforgettable. There's probably a couple of other movies I'm not even thinking of right now that she started that were utter killers. Remember that movie with Ashton Kutcher? That movie was barely shit too. Like seriously, I don't know. That's her best work. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. I really don't know. I don't think. And it's funny because you know who was supposed to play that role? Anne Hathaway, but she dropped out.
Oh yeah,
I'm not sure why she dropped out, but it's a pretty notorious story that she dropped out. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Absolutely insane. So, it's just like, it's great. And then who steals the show in this movie? Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann. They steal
Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann are perfect.
They're fantastic in this movie. They are absolutely fantastic. It's to the point where they got the sort of sequel to Knocked Up, This Is 40, which I'm thinking maybe we should do. I don't know. I don't know if we should do This Is 40 because I've heard very mixed things. Very mixed things. Some like it, others hate it. So I don't know. Maybe we should because it can't be more forgettable than unforgettable.
That's what you are.
But yeah, they're fabulous in this
movie. God,
Seth Rogen was a loser.
Paul Rudd has so many moments in this movie that just make me laugh hysterically. I love also where they think that he's cheating on Leslie Mann. Leslie Mann thinks he's cheating on her.
Yeah.
And so like they do this whole thing, and you know Seth Rogen is like, I don't think so, blah blah blah. And so they do this whole thing where they follow him to this house. Yes. And then he's doing his own like fantasy baseball league. That's all he was doing, and she gets even more upset at him for not cheating on but doing fantasy baseball. He gets more upset with him over fantasy baseball. And you know what's that leads me to another thing. This movie references so many things that I enjoy because other than Lost, you want to know what else they reference that I love and I've been spoken about?
that I love. Hopefully this doesn't fucking fall. Okay, it didn't fall. Great. You know what else they reference that I love and I've said for years how much I love?
Yeah.
Biased mother
Yeah.
fucker.
Fuck you. Houston's not even in this movie. Well, they reference Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind because the poster's in the baby's room for whatever reason. I'm not sure why.
Oh my god, I just remembered something in this movie.
The James Franco cameo in this.
I was thinking the scene when they go to the doctor and there's that baby that he looks at that Seth Rogen looks at. That is the ugliest fucking baby. I'm sorry, that is an ugly ass baby. But oh my god, there's the gyno that like
the gynecologist. Holy shit!
Holy crap! That scene, just like what he's saying, and then like what he says to Seth Rogen too, like basically that. Which
gynecologists are we talking about? There's several gynecologists. We have to
I'm
which
thinking
one.
of the guy that's from fucking I can't even remember his name. He's from Monk. He's in Monk.
Okay, I don't know Monk. Oh, the first gynecologist when they find out that she's pregnant and she's just crying hysterically.
That guy, the guy. That's
We're not talking about Ken Jeong in this. Funny because we referenced that other movie that shall not be spoken of again on the show. Because Ken Jeong is the best thing about that other movie that we do not speak of. But Ken Jeong is in this movie. I think it's one of his first movies too. This has to be at least one because this is when he was playing a doctor and everything. So yeah, it like that. Those great. What else is there? Like again, so many references to Spider-Man 3. What are you gonna go see? Oh, Spider-Man 3 starts in 10 minutes, and this movie came out after Spider-Man 3, but shot before it. But yeah, what else do they reference that I really do like? I think like I love you know what's this weird bit at when they're at the MTV Movie Awards. Remember when that was a thing? The MTV Movie Awards? They don't do it anymore. They do the VMAs, but they don't do the MTV Movie Awards anymore because the pandemic killed it and Paramount's losing money. There's this Steve Carell cameo where he pretty much tells Katherine Heigl's character that she's ugly and the baby is above. It's like she looks ugly. That's the whole cameo for whatever reason. That he kind of tells her that he's ugly, and then like Dax Shepard's like right at the back. It's Dax Shepard. It's like, oh, well, it's like next on the Violent Channel. It's an old new Ow My Balls. I'm sorry, I can't think about Dax Shepard without thinking about Idiocracy. I can't. Idiocracy is a documentary at this point. I don't give a shit if you hate it. It's practically a fucking documentary at this point. We should probably review it at some point. But to be fair, Tanner, what was the last award they bring that night? Best show. You want to know one best show? WandaVision. They made the right choice. They made the right choice. We remember that night. I was there that night. I didn't watch it, but he was watching it. But yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch of what are your favorite scenes? I'm talking too much. Anybody who wants to share their favorite scenes can go now.
One of my favorite scenes is when Paul Rudd and Seth Rogen are getting super fucking high in Vegas.
Oh god, the Cirque du Soleil, dude.
Scenes. Especially when they're watching the performers on stage.
And then one of them looks like this weird clowns.
and they're like freaking out and everything, like because like they think that like they're about to mess up, and they're like, no, stop clapping, they're gonna mess up.
And then after that, I love the bit where Seth Rogen's watching Cheaper by the Dozen, the Steve Martin remake on the TV. He's like, oh, this is a sick movie. He has 12 kids. It's a sick movie. That's not funny. This is sick.
Oh
my goodness. Oh man.
There's like little things too where like oh yeah there's little things too where like when Katherine Heigl is trying to figuring out if she's pregnant or not and taking all the pregnancy tests, and then Leslie Mann
God,
takes
one,
one just to see, and then she mixes it up with Katherine Heigl's and
then also Paul Rudd comes into the room at one point as she's taking the fucking pregnancy test. He was looking at him. Oh my god, I don't. That scene's hilarious. That scene is absolutely hilarious. Like seriously, and then when remember when she Leslie Mann's thinking that Paul Rudd's cheating on her, she goes to memoryspy.com to see if she's cheating on him. And then she looks at look at all these terrorists are in their neighborhood or something like that. I think she says terrorists, right? Doesn't she say terrorists or serial killers?
So.
And all these people and he's just not very concerned about it because I'm not going to take my children to go babysit. By the way, their 2 kids are Judd Apatow's actual kids. By the way, their kids are Judd Apatow's actual kids.
That's funny.
Which is funny. Which is very funny. And I think they do reprise their roles for This Is 40, actually. Yeah, I think it's hysterical. Especially the best scene with the kids. I guess it's like when they're fighting at the beginning. I want to listen to Rent. I want to listen to Green Day. Why would you listen to Rent? Do you know what Rent is about? Do you know what Jonathan Larson went through?
I was just thinking, because there's the scene where like they're sitting around the table and they're like, where do you think babies come from? And it's all like, something about the stork and everything, blah blah blah. And then there's just like a bunch of blood and everything. And then,
I bet you that scene was completely ad-libbed by his daughter. Completely ad-libbed. It sounds
exactly right.
Yes, I feel it makes completely ad-libbed.
It makes complete sense that it was ad-libbed.
It's better than the movie Storks. Probably. I have never seen it.
Hey, that movie's underrated.
Yeah, Rent, my favorite family musical. Right next to Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark. Oh no. Oh no, not that piece of shit. Not Turn Off the Dark. I remember when that was hell. I lived in New York. I lived through that experience, okay? I didn't see it, but obviously I lived through all the bullshit that happened with that one. So yeah, it's just this movie. And also, you know what I love about this movie? Even though it's so raunchy, this movie ultimately has a heart, and its heart is in the right place. And I feel like that's the beating soul of this movie. Like it has so much heart. It's so good. And Seth Rogen eventually learns to grow the fuck up.
The ending of this movie is incredible.
Yeah, grow the fuck up. Something Trolls Band Together fans should learn.
But yeah, I think the ending, the last 10 minutes of this movie are so touching. It's sometimes so funny. Remember when Jay Baruchel goes to the fucking delivery room and she says, "Get out!" and she's giving birth, essentially. Oh man, that's.
By the way,
great.
I think that was I believe that was the reason why Anne Hathaway dropped out, because they were gonna be graphic with that childbirth.
Oh, dude, it is. Some of the stuff I was like, what the fuck are you showing? They showed the baby's head. I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What are they doing? And I wonder if the baby they actually used was that an actual like newborn baby, or it looked a little bit bigger, like a little thicker. I don't think it was a newborn baby. Just put it in makeup. I don't know, but it looked newborn. I was like, holy shit, did that actually come out of her crotch? I was very concerned. But yeah, it's so. One of my favorite lines. Marriage is like a less funny version of Everybody Loves Raymond, and it doesn't last 22 minutes. Oh man. I like Everybody Loves Raymond. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I like it. But I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much like that show, but less funny in some ways. But yeah, I love this movie. Like, I think it balances a lot of the comedy and some of the drama parts pretty well, I think. Even though it's not particularly a drama, I think that's more funny people, really. But like it's just so good. It just really puts a smile on my face. Whenever I feel like shit, you put this movie on, I feel better. Like literally, it's so good, and it deals with very realistic topics in a very gentle way. It's not a particularly easy movie. Like I like the movie 9 Months, which we're going to review eventually because it is on the wheel. It's very similar to this movie, except it's more first, it's a Chris Columbus movie. So obviously it has his style of filmmaking, his Home Alone days. And of course you have fucking Hugh Grant, who's pretty much great in everything he's in. At least I think so. And then again, I've never seen Paddington 2. What was he in, the second Paddington?
Yeah, he's in the second Paddington.
Everybody's like, "Oh, it's the greatest movie ever."
Shows up in the third, but
I heard that they like kind of like went like it's not like I think it's like a full circle kind of moment in the third one. Like at the end, like they bring it in not for like sequel bait, but to kind of resolve things from the second movie or something.
I think so. And in fact, I was just looking this up like the other day and everything. Apparently, he helped like write the scene that he was in.
Yeah, and he was good in Heretic too. He was good in that. Not as good as Sophie Thatcher, but we all know that. But
Still
yeah,
need to see Heretic. I have the Blu-ray.
Not as good as Companion. I'll give that a 2 point because the reason why is because the script is not all that good. It's just philosophy for dummies. That's all that movie is. But if you're gonna watch it for one person, watch it for Sophie Thatcher or watch it for Hugh Grant. I am a Hugh Grant fan too, so watch it for them. The other girl's good though, but the script that's what makes that movie kind of go kaput. But watch it for them. Don't watch it for anything else. But yeah, whew. I think that's all I have to say about Knocked Up. I'm giving it 4.5 because this movie's too fucking long.
Yeah, five stars.
8 out of 10. It's too long, but still great. Still great.
Well, I'm gonna be the one that is the heel in this scenario because, like, I watched it once when it came out. I hadn't watched it since until this review. And if I'm going to be perfectly honest, my thoughts of this movie are the same as it was all those years ago. I thought it was not funny.
What the fuck? You like you this is the guy. This is the guy coming from the guy who thinks R-rated comedies are fucking dead.
I thought like I've never thought Katherine Heigl was good. So like
look, everything else she did was shit, but I think she's good in this movie.
This was her defining movie, and personally, I still think it was awful. I don't even when I was rewatching it, I don't recall a single thing that was actually funny in this movie. Was the performances serviceable? Sure, but was anything like out of this world? Even with Rogen, Seth Rogen to me is very hit or miss for me with his comedy. I love Pineapple Express.
Tanner, I love this comment. This movie's not funny, but yet Bo's Afraid is a masterclass in dark comedy. Thank you. You're full of shit, Shane. You're gonna give this like a 1, 2?
Well, I base it okay. So comedies, I judge like a lot harder due to the fact that I need for example, Naked Gun this year was a 5 out of 5 or 10 out of 10 movie because I was laughing basically from start to finish. A goal for a comedy is to make you laugh. Yes, you can have good stories or this, that, and the third, but at the end of the day, goal for a comedy is to make you laugh. And since this movie did not make me laugh one bit at all during this entire movie, I'm giving it 0 out of 5.
What the fuck is this horse shit? What in the I'm laying this.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! All right to take. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
You're telling me you gave it a better rating than this movie? You're telling me you gave that? I don't know what to say. I would rather. I would.
Hell, even KPop Demon Hunters.
I feel like I should get mad, but I'm not mad. You know what I am? I'm fucking disappointed.
By the way, something to further piss you off, Vic? Apparently, it was Tyler's birthday, and his birthday pick was Dragon Ball Evolution.
You know what? I'd rather take Dragon Ball fucking Evolution over this shit. I'd rather take Dragon Ball Evolution. You fucking kidding me? I take it like a man. I've seen that shit in the theater.
For K-pop Demon Hunters over Knocked Up because I ain't find it funny.
So I better put that in. Do I have to put anybody else in too?
Yeah, I think so.
Before I can-
Dragon Ball Evolution is
Yeah, Ben
It's a
has
bad
wisdom.
movie.
the most hilarious thing ever.
What'd you say?
Hell, I have more laughable moments at Dragon Ball Evolution than I do fucking Knocked Up.
Yeah, Lady Aaron had
Ben had. Vic, I would like to apologize for all the times I harped on your thoughts on Spider-Verse. You know, finally, finally,
BMW
this
had
beef can
Wizard of
go
Oz,
to rest.
VOD
This, I'm
version.
telling you, 0 out of 5 for Knocked Up. This is ridiculous. And Jose, you're going to hell, Shane.
hey, sweetie. Apparently, I'm going to hell for my critical thoughts on
Tyler,
Knocked
you
Up.
should have seen it. He gave fucking Knocked Up a 0, dude. And we all gave it I gave it 4.5, which I think Jared gave it like what, 7.5, 8 out of 10?
8 out of 10.
8, and then Soren gave it a 5, and he gave it a fucking 0.
Yes, because I don't find it funny
R-rated
at all.
comedies are dead. Oh Jesus Christ!
I'll be
You
honest,
know
I
what
never-
the Zero Chayton Human Centipede 2.
Thank
To
you.
be fair, Judd Apatow has always been difficult for me to find funny in terms of his movies. There's some, but
Okay, I
there's
have to
not.
put in. You know what? Just for that, I'm putting This Is 40 as mandatory requirement. Fuck you. I'm putting This Is 40 on here because I'm literally you're pissing me off. I'm doing This Is 40. Fuck this shit.
You put
This
it
is
on the
your
wheel.
fault that we're doing it, huh?
Yeah,
Because
put it on
that's the
the
sort
wheel.
of sequel to Knocked Up. That's how they advertised it. The sort of sequel to Knocked Up. Cheyenne, would your rating on this would be any different if Seth Rogen's character was replaced by Art the Clown? Oh, that's a good question.
Well,
If you see the bad Apatow movie, watch The Bubble. Oh, I heard so many bad things.
he
about The Bubble.
probably would have fucking yanked Katherine Heigl's baby out of her belly and beat her with it.
Oh my! What the? This
Hey,
is
you
the
said
most
we want
deranged
to be
I've
like
ever
Art the
seen
Clown.
Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Notice how I'm not even getting mad at this point.
Knocked up or terrify or let's see, getting knocked up has me terrified. That's the crossover movie.
Good Lord.
Can we just spin the wheel now?
Yes, let's, because I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Let's do it. Let's spin the wheel because, oh my God, what is wrong?
Will this
with
be for next week, or are we going to be gone?
This is
Are
for
we going to be
next
gone
week.
next
This is for next week. This
Come
is
on,
for
big
next
money,
week.
big money, big money.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey, an actual great movie. It's my favorite Disney movie, so I can talk about it in actual fucking depth. I can enjoy this movie. I get to listen to Phil Collins all week.
This is my fourth favorite Disney movie. Yep.
It's funny
Well, you
because
know
we're
what?
doing a
It's
Disney movie before you leave for Disney. You're doing
AKA
a
the
Disney
movie
before you
that
leave for
perfect.
Disney.
South Park
That's
made fun
perfect.
of because this beat South Park at the Oscars.
What'd you say?
I was going to be like, you know what? That sucks. I won't be on here next week for that. But an actual good movie to review instead of this crap.
Hey, Knocked Up is a great movie too. You be quiet.
0 out of 5.
I was gonna say before
Zero.
we go any further before I leave, because I want to mention what I was planning to do on the Thanksgiving episode before the Human Centipede or Bo Was Afraid, whatever the fuck we're doing.
Afraid.
We're going to be doing something for our topic on Thursday, where we're going to do it next week. We're going to set it up next week where for our topics is our Thanksgiving show, and we're thankful we have each other to do this show, and it's not just me the entire time rambling like a fucking moron and stumbling on my words and talking about shit I don't like. We're going to assign each other a movie to review for our topic. So if, say for example, I'm gonna create another wheel. If say I'm going to say for example, I spin the wheel. My assignment is to give a movie to say Chayton. I would say to him, watch Freddy Got Fingered, and he can't. And it could be anything. I'm not going to hold back my restraints on this one because apparently Chayton has already said if he's assigned to me, he's gonna pull fucking Eddington on me, and I have to do double Ari Aster, and I don't want that happening. But we're going to be setting that up next week because not next week, but the week after next, we're not going to have episode because Chain's not going to be around, and then Jared's already at Disney. So I'm already going to. So Thanksgiving episode will be the week after the week we took off. Does that make any sense to everybody? Yeah. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
I won't be on here next week, but I will either A, I'll listen, or B, just someone send me a message who I got. So that way I could
yeah. I'll make sure to send you a message if I can.
Too bad, Victor. You only saw K-pop Demon Hunters. Otherwise, I'd make you review it, but you know.
Oh yeah, I already saw it. You weren't there when I was ranting. You were not there. I gave it a 1 out of 5. I said it was just as bad as Jurassic World Rebirth.
I probably would have given it if I had to give it a ranking. It probably would have been. I think I gave it 3 or 3.5. I can't recall.
But yeah, so that's it for this week. I'm gonna say this up front right now. Thank you for all the birthday wishes that I've gotten so far this episode, and I'm sure I'm gonna get more when it is my actual birthday on Saturday. And thank you for the I'm turning 26. It's not that big of a gap, but it's something. It's something, and I actually already got one of my birthday presents today. It's an Amazon Fire Cube. It's like that's replacing one of my Fire Sticks. It's completely more powerful. I'm probably gonna set it up when I get out of here, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be looking at all these different movies in higher quality, and it will not be K-pop. Listen, the best thing about K-pop Demon Hunters was the 2 cast members from Lost. They actually got to be in it, but they weren't in it enough for me to give it a good rating. Not even Ken Jeong was good enough. Even though he was the best part of the movie, not even he was enough to save that movie for me. Do I need to play it one more time? Yes, I do think I need to play it one more time because
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! All right to take. Shut up! Will you shut up? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Trust me, that clip was hard to edit because I had to. First of all, I had to listen to that fucking song again, which was pain enough. But I had to actually make it sound like it's coming from Philip Seymour Hoffman's phone in that scene, and it was very difficult. But I did manage to do it, so I'm very proud of my editing skills. But that sacrifice, that's it. We're done. I'm getting out of here. Thank you for the birthday wishes. We'll see you next week for Tarzan. Good.